first round of eliminations.
Look at how happy. Happy camper with no marshmallows. Woo! How about it? I got to read the back of that jacket.
Some love right there.
We got a Chevy in the third battle right here, and it's going to be a good one, man. You got the Morgan & Sons racing engine-built Chevrolet Nova under the hood sitting down there, and Shannon Morgan standing alongside the lady that runs that shop, tip top. And I'm telling you what,
Yeah.
you don't get one past her, and I mean one on the shipping dock either.
And how about Amy Alvarez and Mustang Styling?
Gosh, I love it. I'm telling you what, and thank you to Wilson Pickett for bringing that all the way from 8 feet under.
Oh, yeah.
The Grand Texas-based Derek Lewis, ready to go in the Chevrolet. Are the Chevy fans here tonight? Where are my Chevy fans? Come on, I know we're out west. You got a lot of Ford lovers out there. We got that Ford in the right side for him there, Dinger, and Manny Alvarez. And I know that Lewis is going to come.
Manny gave up a hole shot. He went 0-7-0 on the line to Derek.
Shiny clean, backing up Derek Lewis. No, excuse me, she don't have him into the computer yet.
We're getting there. With that said, limited 275, roll forward. All the limited 275. Forward. I got X275 coming. Limited, roll forward.
Scott Watkins coming up in the Grand Texas. Man, you got the kid with the camera going all over that gorgeous looking cranberry. Maybe it's a little dark Chardonnay color over there on that truck. Who's on the right side?
Watkins, you got tower side. Hubert Jackson over there in the Camaro.
Hubert Jackson with the ringer. That is not the ringer. It's the ringer we were talking about. That one's the up that comes with the moose and wallet. Song for this.
Bring it down. How about Gary Rollins?
man.
Yeah.
You're going to go to the double outlaw street pass, I'm telling you.
You're the cool kid on the parking lot, I'm telling you. Tower side, been taking care of the fat kids in the tower. Brought us some phenomenal soup while ago and crackers, didn't they? Crack and cocaine.
Yeah.
Look like they are.
They are hot rod, along with Ray Keys. And Ray Keys over there out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, I believe, right? Or Ruston, Louisiana. And what they say about that soup? About that, how many G go about that? Man, I don't know what he said he put in it, but it's good.
I like it.
There you go.
First time I've heard that language in my life.
You didn't get any shoulder grabbing in yours, did you?
I got a courtesy reach around. Yeah. Nathan over in the spectator side. He's got the street. Oh, yeah. With the twist. And I enjoy it. I think that's their best for the weekend. That 501 and 139. Wow, and unfortunately, Ray Keys goes out early, first round.
Thanks for the soup, man. I tell you, that's a scoop right there by 1500ths of a second.
Wow.
Finding herself looking for another lap down in Memphis. To be streetcar reunion down there in Memphis in a couple of weekends along with Tyler. And I'm telling you what, it's going to be awesome. Mark Sapples and everybody that has anything to do with that race, that's a run you must go and watch because we're putting outlaws into the radial class.
Advance the truck over Camaro. He did it while ago.
I'm going on the other side. After the wheel standing run of Matt Sherry, excuse me, this guy wheeled. You remember this car? We were making fun of the scoop and we said he could have been his, hey, Burrito King's in the house. How about it, man? You don't cook them, you make them.
It took him a half hour to carry the 9 stairs, but he made it.
All right. So am I then, Burritos and Ham. That's the morning section. Here we go. Texas, man. I'm taking that little redneck and beach nut coming out the window over there in the right lane.
I got it. X275 rolling forward. X275 roll forward and pair up, please.
Pull up, X275.
Take the win.
And what a run. A 24 after he had all that air under that car. Oh, moment of silence. Look at those shoes. Look at those shoes.
Look at the ginger.
Look at those shoes. Look at the ginger.
Yeah! 50.
Oh,
G.
it is.
X275, roll forward and pair up. You have all the lanes. X275, roll forward and pair up. Back to 50 Shades of Ginger. Unfortunately, the truck did not make it. You pulled the right horse, the Camaro.
That's right. I'm
There for the picking, but how about a 24 with a wheel stand like that?
That was incredible.
Oh.
Man, I'm telling you, Matt, I hope I'm saying his name right. F. Sherry. And that's how they spelled it.
Sure, get to the winner's circle tonight, so we do pronounce it.
Jason Flowers, another one.
He upset, and he goes, I'm going to wait and meet those guys at the end of the night. All 4 people.
All the Chevy and Ford matchups coming up here on the first round.
And limited is where we talked about it earlier. It is such a cool melting pot of hot rods. Something you and me, I'm not bad talking any class. It's neat to have different metals.
Oh, it's streetcar stuff is what I look at. Basically streetcar, Monica City, Oklahoma, right? And that is Jason Flowers. That is a gorgeous Malibu. What about a 78 or 9? Malibu sitting down there, got the candy colors all wrapped around. And the right side, who do you have there, big man?
Gibbs, knocking Oklahoma. The boys coming down to drag some what? Yep.
Yeah, drag some ass.
That's right, baby. How about Flowers qualified with that 495? Really good shot with him. Great Gibbs, dude. This could be a crapshoot either way. Here we go.
Well, I am going to definitely say someone's going to win. I like being a Chevy guy. I love every type of car. Don't get me wrong, but Flowers seems like he's got the deal. Let's see if he can keep the car on the ground. Now look up there, get airborne, look like the space shuttle here or something.
wrong, guys. It's all wrong, and unfortunately, what a bad shot for Jason right there. Like I said, went 495 earlier. Was happy for those guys, but wow, both of them right out of the box.
Pedal fest, man, and then you get on it, and it's done. Here comes my buddy. Didn't race last year, but he said I'm in this year. This year, I came out with all the troubles and came out to a 490 on the board. Who's going to be Big Benny? Benny the Bear. Wilmot's right here in the left lane. Who do you have on the right side?
Dax Mahaffey, Lakewood, Texas. The membership he borrowed it.
Man, that's a gorgeous car. That's a nice street thumb. Look, you're looking at a Friday night street brawl right here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got a couple of guys say, hey, I've been faster for many years, and then he comes up and he's got the old pumped up steroid LED 8 hood scoop. You got the Mr. Gasket shiny thing hanging out of the grill, you know, down there, and he said, yeah, we'll see. And then all of a sudden the purge of what the dentist ordered right here.
We were on the street and somebody brought nitrous out, and you were sitting there, and they all of a sudden they went, you're like, what was that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Something's wrong with your car. No, we're good. Let's line up.
I absolutely remember that. It was a 1969 or a 70 Ford 302. I remember it. Remember the race, too.
Yep.
Here we go.
It's changed ever after.
Mooney. Is that it or McKinney? There's McKinney. He's going down deep.
Yep.
He is. He's keeping the half a finger warm.
Wow. We're looking for Stickler's underwear. I'm not sure what. All right, Dax Mahaffey, hats off to him. A double pedal, double wheelie. Benny.
That's awesome.
Coming down. It was cool. Benny was coming down. Dax was going back up and vice versa. One of those where you're looking at each other going, I got you, I got you, I got you.
That is a picture that is neither of those guys. Winner McKinney. The color, just I can't remember where I remember the front color from.
They say, yeah, I'm going to wait till it gets darker. No pun intended. Once again, X275 paired up and rolling. X275 paired up and rolling forward. And hey, if we have any single women below the age of 73, I've got a good-looking man from Tulsa up here in the tower.
That's him. It's him.
Back 90s. Remember he come off the trailer with the 520. I made the comment, man, he was like clockwork with the 490s last fall.
He won a 498. Yeah, he's got 96. That's 2 in a row.
Yep.
Thank you to Javier, his wife over in the concession area for giving us that great bite to eat. I want to thank her for that. Awesome. Very nice people.
Guys, it was nice.
Go on down, get a bite to eat, get in line. X275, pull them up, get them all matched up, paired up for your first round of eliminations. Only gets quicker right here at the Star.
What's said, guys, once you're paired up and we're rolling forward, there's no excuses. You need to be in your cars, buttoned down and ready to go. Once again, if you're paired up and rolling around the backside of the tower, you are locked and ready to launch. So make sure you're ready to go, guys. Pro Drag Radial, you're on standby. Pro Drag Radial, you are on standby. Do not pull out. You're on standby. All right, your number one qualifier, Quasi. Travis, looks like he got the bye, which, hey, he was the number one qualifier. He qualified with a high 480, come back today off the, second round, goes a 96. knocked the tires off in third round. He's got a bye right now. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't go after it just a little bit to see what the track may hold later on.
Oh, you're not kidding. Well, here comes your number one qualifier. Broken arrow or just broken?
Well, knowing Quaz, it's probably just broken.
Nice car.
Well,
clean car. Looks like a street car.
Neat car. And a guy that has done a lot of racing, been around the Tulsa area, and it's been a lot of competitors. I'll tell you what, he's won a lot of good stuff. All right, here we go. Charles Thomas, and they call him the Quaz. Just to put the boys on notice, I'm here, boys. Come and get me.
That's right. He's going to give him that open door right there to have a chance to knock him out.
Yep.
Dwayne Thomas is going to come up now out of Crowley, Texas. He'll back his Mustang up. And Dwayne, I don't know that qualifying sheet. Let me see if I can find. Nope. Someone used it. Thank you.
Well, we did run out of paper a while ago. But I tell you what, we were talking about different levels on the car. This is another one of those cars. Setting up high in the back. Has probably a good transfer. But it's just kind of wild. You see so many Mustangs, and we're lucky because we can look out the left window and compare it. But car's sitting up a little jacked in the back end, about ready to make some magic happen.
Cool looking car. You can see that it even brings the bloods in.
By Dwayne Thomas right there, letting Quasi know, hey, I'm right behind you. You better be prepared. Eric Tobar, not Fubar, but Tobar from Liberty Hill, Texas, coming up here right here in the left lane.
Now that is reminiscent of the old Chevrolet.
Yep.
The family up there with the small block, Short Ridge, right? Remember the old white Camaro?
Yep.
There's a smart guy. I want to tell you, remember Tobar, is that how you say it, Tobar?
Tobar. Or not Tobar. That is the question. All right, guys, what he did right there, he had a competition buy where he was a ladder buy. All he had to do was take the tree and break the beams. roll forward and pair up, please. That's the motto.
Radial Tire Racing Association. You have a Jello time coming.
Jello, that's right. You take the medicine, you shove it in the Jello.
That's it. Me and the Chevy guy love every type of car. Turbo seems like he's got the deal. Let's see if he puts a car on the ground. Now he's up there in the airport like a space shuttle or something. Aircraft sales and service, IRS Foundations, all the way to Wayne's Industrial, Stroud Safety, ProCare Collision, North Texas Diesel, Mini, the fine people over there at MalloryPrint.com and Precision Reprograph, I believe. Reprographics? Yeah, Precision Reprographics. And that picture. And here we go.
All right, folks, X275 coming at you. Round one of elimination. It's time to dance. All right, Ryan Martin against TJ Gatlin. TJ will be over in the spectator lane with the multicolored hot rod, the green Hulkster.
Here, Gatlin, he backed up there. He was going to play turbo wings there for a minute.
On the picnic table, he didn't care.
Even Chuck was like, oh, here he comes, meaning business. Got the small block. Turbocharged Chevrolet over in the right lane.
Yep. Ryan Martin over here on the tower side waited till the third round of qualifying to geese this hot rod in. He's got Mikey G helping him and friggin' Regan out there. That's right. Somebody's got to wear those killing shoes and flip the switch. Friggin' Regan standing behind. Looks like Mikey G's got something going on. TJ Gatlin, though, he says, hey, I'm ready. Let's make it happen. He's already rolled up. TJ Gatlin, spectator side. Ryan Martin, tower side. Classic Ford Chevy battle right out of the box. You love it. Here we go.
Going to be another awesome deal right here. X275. Brought to you by Cast the Thousands. Right now, Motor Mania TV bringing it to the house. Nitrous Outlet and Quality Air. He's like, I know he's coming. I know he's coming.
They're still in the top of his throat, and you know what I'm talking about.
Absolutely. Good swallow, my friend. Gatlin goes on to run with a 609, 145 mile per hour charge. The 579, 9 at 120. Taking a victory for Ryan Martin, who had nothing to show. His poker hand was
done. And how about TJ sitting there knowing he pedaled it? Watch Ryan go up the second time. He sticks his and still don't have enough steam to catch him at the end.
And it was like just an ease to the gas pedal for TJ. He knew he didn't want to bring on the back end. Jerry Johnson has got the deserved bye-run. He was the #1 qualifier and a new...
I think they're going to try to back that time up right here.
A new national record right there for that team. It's right here. We'll go right down to it. It's a 446.1. 161 mile per hour charge.
His solo shot. You know they're going at it right now one more time. Just from here on out, they got to play the other ball.
It's another and he's thinking hundreds right there. 444, 5, 6.
109 short time goes 293. You doubt me? Doubt me no more. I am the man. I tell you what, we were just sitting there talking about it. We knew He had that first round bye. It was going to be on like Donkey Kong, baby. And he wants, no doubt, he is the man.
And if you watch him play the cards right, if everything goes good, you watch that right lane, he's going to own that real estate. Tony Phillips coming up. Here power plant there with a huge Ford. And he's got that big power out of Texas sitting down there on the right side also. Legendary Chevrolet Ford battle right here. Stewie purging the nitrous oxide. And his Ford power plant in the left lane. Tony Phillips, how about it? Marionville, Missouri.
Tony Phillips, a long way from home, and I'm from back home, guys. You never can count this team out. He knows he's not got the fastest car, but you will not find a team that does not work harder than these guys right here to make the show and stay in the show.
153 miles per hour. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, baby. How about that?
Scooby found his 50s. We've been waiting for it all day, but how about Tony Phillips and the guys? I tell you what, jump up and down for me. Wow, Tony Phillips goes 478 with the one. That may quite been a personal best. 110 short, 311, and 147 for Tony. You go 109 for Stubby, 299 and 457. Tony's just letting him know, hey, I'm here too. Woo! I tell you what, a pair of juicy fruit on the tower spectator side.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of pay-per-view, I think we just checked out. Folks, I hope you're having as much fun as us. Clint Downs with that 449 is sitting back here having the weekend of his life. He's not done.
His career best. What was his number? It was down in the 40, yeah.
449. Rodney Watley over here on the tower side. Not afraid. He said, bring it on, Clint. Got to get the A to B. I'm saying a solid B. They're a solid
A to B.
If I can see a bounce, I might go double. All right, once again, Tyler Stubby advances. Puts Tony on the
Man, what a drag race. 98 to 95. And you talk about a recovery. Now, here you go. You either hit the throttle, tires go up in smoke. He was looking in his rearview mirror. I'm telling you. He came across the wall and he said, D.
Yep.
That's the tire compound for glue.
He hurt the other car.
95, 152.
Oh, man, I tell you, speaking of falling out, how about 117 short for Clint, knocks the tires off, and still goes out the back door at 152. I'm just saying right now. How about Jason Brock? Jason Brock over there on the right-hand side is getting a solo shot. Those have taken many shots. Once again.
Why did I go and think of Tyson going? Oh, that's fast. It's awesome fast.
Awesome, too. Jason Brock in this session. Not really sure what happened to his competitor, but he is going to get a bye. It's either a bye or... Okay, he's going around. Yeah, David R. Unfortunately, Machine of Kelly Kenjo did not make the call. So unfortunately for Kelly, he didn't make the call, but Jason said, I'm here. I'm going to bring the Mustang up. Let's make the magic happen from Louisiana. Another one of these cars, you know, with a single shot right now, they're going to put a little extra. 463 at 151, and they're happy with that pass. And they will advance to the next round.
Going to be cool to watch, man. They got the old dollar bills flying out there in the left lane. Next two cars to the puddle. Here comes the Texan that races in all types of drag racing. In types of classes, it's going to be Eric battle this is. Many-time nostalgia pro street drag racer and champion at one time, Jeff Coletta coming up in the left lane.
Yep.
Out of Walker, Louisiana. Not really, it's Walker. I know that man. I know that name. The family down there gave him some stuff. This little white car got himself some nitrous oxide that knows how to go downtown. Eric Stubbs on the other hand of the Texan will be on the right side. Beach City, Texas. He's been around 10-5 and
Jeff. Let's dance. I've been waiting. Let's make it happen. All right, I need Pro Drag Radial. Pro Drag Radial to the lanes. Pro Drag Radial. I need Pro Drag Radial to the lanes, please.
First round of eliminations, Pro Drag Radial. We need you in the lanes for pairings. Look at that purge, man, on Coletta. Huge purge right there. And I know Kenny Lavery and the company sitting there in Louisiana
Coletta. 112 short, goes 304 to 330, 460 with an 8. Eric Stubbs knew he had his work cut out for him, but unfortunately, and put him on the trailer.
I gotta tell you what, man, if I was babysitting, it'd be the twins tonight. This is Lewis with a brand new Morgan & Son power plant under the hood of his Ford Mustang. Backs up out of Grand, Texas. How about the left leg?
Oh, I'm telling you what, Odie Sturgeon just buried those things with rubber. I guarantee you with that 8,000 RPM burnout. Absolutely. Yo, bless you. Bless you over there. Video camera that thing. Whatever you need to do. We're covered in rubber and so are we. Odie Sturgeon, how about that over there? It was his birthday. His birthday. 65 years old, and he would love to win this tonight.
We need our own sound effects now.
Once again, Derek Lewis, Texas, Odie Sturgeon, qualified 460, either 5 or an 8. And I tell you what, he's going to play it probably a little conservative. I know Tony's going to race the track, but he's also going to look at the guy they're running against. So he's going to give Odie what he thinks he can take to win this thing, and now it's up to Odie.
We'll see if Derek Lewis puts some power into the brand new power plant from Morgan & Sons. Here they come, up to the starting line. Watch that stealth black Ford Mustang roll to the top right. Ever so gently into the pre-staging. Here comes that Sturgeon machine. Sturgeon over there.
Rocket, baby.
It's right in, big
brother. Look at that. 4-6-0 with the 1. I told you Tony was going to race who they're racing. He's going to put a tune-up in it where Odie can rock and roll, and Odie does it, guys. How about a 112 short, goes 302 at the split, and the old man takes out Derek Lewis. 4-6-0 with a 1 at 154. Hats off to the Red Rocket and crew. Tony, good job right there helping Odie get that win.
That was something else. It's Machine Gun Kelly. Mike Kelly rolls in now out of North Richland. The Texas-based Ford Mustang will be taking on the Mesquite Texan. David Green and Kelly. Looking for the green on the bottom of the tree here, out of the water box. Burning the tires up, putting just that right amount of heat into those Drag Radial X275 tires.
Get it down. Pro Drag Radial. I need Pro Drag Radial to the lanes. Your second call, Pro Drag Radial to the lanes, guys. You need to be moving. Pro Drag Radial to the lanes. You talked about Mike Machine Gun Kelly over there. David Green over here backing it up. Got the GoPro mounted on the top. He says, hey, Mike, come and get you some. A pair of blue Mustangs right now, guys. Mike Kelly. They don't call him Machine Gun for nothing. He is prepared. But David Green made a couple of good shots today. I don't know if he's got enough to hold off Mike, though.
Well, we were talking about Mike being a great driver. The kid knows how to cut the tree really good. Kelly, keep your eyes on him. A veteran now in the sport. A one-time hired grudge racer for many, many cars. There's a Machine Gun kid sitting there. Now the left lane. David Green. Can he do this deal? They came a long way today in qualifying. Finding that thing qualified pretty darn well. They're going to turn the onboard computer on. The Machine Gun goes in, takes the safety off the trigger, and it's time to go to work for Mike Kelly. North Richland, Texas-based Ford Mustang. Here comes Green to the top of the lights.
David better get in. Kelly's being awful patient right now, but here we go. Tell you what,
Got a handful of fun going to round too.
Talk about a car that's going to be wicked to watch. How about a 113 short, 304 at the split, only 2 miles an hour off of Jared Johnson, who went 2 numbers quicker.
So he's been saving it up.
Mile an hour is there if he can get that short track figured out, guys.
Saving the stuff up right there.
Machine gun right there. You know what's crazy, and I'm sitting here watching this? We have more video equipment on the starting line than they did the first Super Bowl. Everybody and their brother has their iPhones up, their smartphones, Samsung. Everybody's got a video camera up, dude, and they're videoing all these passes. With that said, hey, we would love for you to crash our Facebook account. That's right, North Star, we're the fast runner faster. That's right. Hey, Facebook, we want you to crash our account. We would love for that. We would love Facebook to say, dude, what's the deal? You guys are loading these videos of all these cool runs and stuff. Hey, use your head. There's certain things we can't use. That's for me and Chuchi's private collection. But if you've got great passes of the cars and everything, guys, please share them with us. We'd love to have them. And like I said, share the love. Here at North Star, where the fast go faster. All right, how about this matchup next? With that said, Pro Drag Radial, third call. Pro Drag Radial. I mean, hey, if nobody...
We got semis. We got a semifinal.
Like I already said, if nobody wants to run, me and Chooch can split the rest of the money.
There we go. You got the old Chevrolet Corvette. He's ready, man. Thornton.
How about him going in the O?
05.
Hey, we talked about that just a little bit. We're not taking away nothing from X right now. But that's a topic.
Oh,
that car
are you kidding?
Comes out. They only been to 2 tracks, as far as I know. Were they down at Ducks?
Yeah, they were down there.
Down at Ducks. Still finding it with both hands. Sunday just kicked a 63-yarder through the upright with about 20 yards of air underneath it, running that O while ago. Hats off to those guys.
That was some good stuff right there. I'm going to tell you what. And in 05, and you know what? That's just like walking down there and getting the tune-up as you need it. They went in the teens, they went in the O's. Now it's time to find yourself ripping it up. As they bring up the next 2 cars down to the water box, it's going to be the one and only Chase Driscoll coming up.
Oh, and we had Chase up here. Remember we were talking about a brand new combo, new motor, transmission, everything new with the Crown King himself, Chase. And I will tell you what, Shane Fisher. Buddy, this is a drag race. I don't care if you look at it on paper, 2 guys holding hands out over a bottle of Crown. This is going to be a drag race. Shane Fisher, DeWitt, Arkansas. Guys chased demons all at the end of last year. Started off this season. They said they didn't go to Georgia. They went over and tested at Holly. Nothing with Holly. They couldn't hardly get out of the 60s. They said, guys, we're not traveling. The car's not ready. Showed up here with a complete rewire on the system. They have found something with their hot rod, and they're stoked about it. But Chase Driscoll, talk about taking a hiatus. Completely off last year, if I remember right, with this car. He helped Todd out quite a bit on the other one. But this car...
drivers, man. 0.66.8 for Chase Driscoll, 62 with a 3.033, and a whole shot advantage going down there with a 62.49, a slow retake, a whole shot win in the right lane.
Fisher and Russell have got to be excited. They have found the heartbeat back, and how about Chase, though? Coming out of the cobwebs and finding that car with the 62. Dude, I'm excited for both of them. That was teams that needed that. Win or lose either side.
One of the most phenomenal side-by-side X275 races right there.
And we're just getting started, baby.
Man, and look at the 60-foot. Chase has that thing dialed in.
112 with the 9. Shane, a little softer, goes 114.
That was bumper to bumper there, Dinger. I'm telling you.
305 with the 1 for Chase. 305 with the 9 for Shane. Wow. Brother, I'm telling you, that's where both guys are pushing it through.
And what do you say? What do you say about an 066? You don't say anything. He's doing his job. He's out there getting it cut off the light. That was a phenomenal drag race.
All right, Kit Long has got a bye right now, and unfortunately, good for Kit. Unfortunately, his competitor did break, was unable to make the call. Talk about a mixed bag right here. I tell you what, kid come up, had some problems, pulled back out, come back up, went high 50s, pulled back up again, couldn't get the car to stage. Shake the magic 8-ball. What's happening right now? Tell me.
I think it was right as you first got beat with ping pong.
Yeah, that did take his mind off of it.
I mean, things weren't looking good for him. And now Kid's going to get it all in there and try to bring it up. That's too bad. Oh, what a lucky day at the races. That's what they said in the game. Was it life? When he spun the little deal?
Kid, unfortunately, is still chasing the demons right there, brother. How would you like to run a 450 and then have problems with the converter?
I don't know what's going on with that car.
I'm telling you what, bound, chicka, bow, wow, covered in rubber, brother. Yep, all right. Tower side. Tower side, I'm telling you what, we're waiting on the magic numbers to pop up here, but, all right, Dustin Newborn. Dustin Newborn.
You know what? She's off the wall. That means he's got to get it back in 10 minutes.
Yeah, it was by the hour. Were we closer, or were they guys closer? I think Sam had her for 5 minutes. Randy David. How about a 111 short for Dustin? 299 at the split, and that 453 is their best so far of the event.
And that 299, incredible, huh? That car's flying.
Yeah, getting it.
And Newborn and Company, as I was saying, all the proceeds for his T-shirt sales going to Jude, St. Jude's, the cancer hospital for children. And a big thank you to him for all he's doing. Here comes Michelle Cato. She'll be over here in the left lane. And the last 2 rounds, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nothing to brag about for her, man. I'm telling you what, the nitrous oxide was shutting off, and now she's got Chris Shortridge out of Temple, Texas. Ready to rock and roll.
All right, just a quick deal I want to shout out. We are doing a second chance for our X275 first round losers. Once again, we are doing a second chance for the first round losers in X275. So if you got punched out in this round of X, turn that beast around. You're still alive. More on that when we get done with this session. Once again, we do have second chance X275 first round losers. Just giving you a heads up. We'll be back to that in just a minute.
So here's Michelle Cato. Cato out of Austin, Texas, makes her way up. Temple, Texas, in the small block Chevrolet Shortridge. Shortridge and Company, and his father sitting down there. We're ready to make this happen. Now, they got the car team down in the left lane today. We're over there on the right side. Cato's had 2 rounds and not going anywhere. The thing gets a turn and it starts right now. And try to get yourself a victory. The car in the left lane would have been the day to do it right there for Michelle Cato.
Look at Shortridge on the brakes. I think he's trying to find him from where they hit the floor pan when the car come down, and he was afraid they were still rolling around down by the gas pedal.
You're right. He's reading gauges is what he's doing. He came down so hard, he wants to make sure the oil pressure is good. Everything is A-OK in the car. Cato gets pushed off, and, man, I'm sorry to see that. Such a nice lady.
Oh, yeah.
As they push her back off.
And if she needs a hug, we're up here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just saying, we
You're right.
appreciated it a while ago, but Michelle, if you need a hug, come up. The 2 teddy bears want you to come on up.
No problem with that. That is, you know what I mean? How about it?
How about hey, free filling.
Double stuffed.
Chris Shortridge, wow, that car we've talked about. How many times is that car peeling the bumper, putting the heat on? He did not know what happened to Michelle right there on the line. All he knew is he had to carry it out, keep the thing rolling, And he took the win light, brother. All right, looks like he has stopped on the big end. We did see, looks like he got off there, and he just rolled off. I saw the tail light, so he is rolling off, so that is awesome. Chris Shortridge, he does survive to go to the next round. And, hey, Michelle, we just thought of that. We do have Second Chance X for the first round losers. So, girl, save the hugs. Get that thing back to the trailer and get it fixed, honey.
Figure it out, man. Figure out why it's doing that. I think they got a short or something.
Well, all else fails, go in with the big ones. All right, once again, Eric Moore, Daniel Large. Speaking of somebody that can lay a willie up in this place, how about Daniel Large, tower side? Eric Moore over there on the spectator side, brother.
Sanger, Texas, and the Moore team down there. Pros Radial should be in the lanes, pairing up.
All right, once again, something not right with Eric. They're going to put that thing back in the water box. Daniel says, I don't care. Bring it. Eric is also from down here. They're probably guys within an hour of each other. Sanger, which is right here, the Colony, which is about 45 minutes, kind of southeast of here. A couple of local boys that know this track real well and probably know each other real well.
Who are you picking?
And I tell you what, on paper, you got to go with Eric. On paper, but don't let Daniel just go by the wayside. Eric has to pedal that thing. Daniel put this thing up about here.
There for the taking.
It's there for the picking.
We'll find out if he can do it, Dinger. Here they come to the lights. Young lady has been out there working on the car and bringing them to the line all afternoon for Large.
And I tell you what, this is kind of have the over-under, just like Jordan's relationship with his new girlfriend. Money's on.
Jordan, poor Jordan, man. He can have a rash and not even get in the guts. Anyway, when they get ready to go down there, here's the Colony, Texas-based machine, Daniel Large. Of a second.
Wow, I think that was a personal best for the weekend for the Large crew, but how about Eric Moore? 1:16. How about Daniel? A 1:12 short, brother. And the trees. You got an 0:33 to an 0:32.
How about the red pants that look like my grandma's Christmas scarf?
I'm ready to have a picnic. I don't know about you.
I'm hanging candy canes off that tree. The bush. Anyway, we get ready to go. Here's Todd.
Look at this.
Moyer. Oh, this is an awesome race, guys. Todd Moyer's had the worst weekend so far that I've probably seen in a long time.
Yep.
He's out here. He hasn't made any runs. The car is not cooperating. And now he's got the number 2 qualifier, Rich Bruder, who went out and showed everybody, hey, you guys need to take my record away. And they did. And they did it twice today, 4:44.56. Jared Johnson holds the record, took it away from Bruder's 4:46. So he had a 4:46. Then he went down there and ran some good numbers. For Bruder, went 4:47 here today and saying, hey, I'm on pace. Now he's got Moyer. Now they know Moyer is the type of guy you do not take gentle. You get out there and you use that power. I don't know if they have the power to do it, being Moyer, but keep your eye on the white car, man.
Now, we know
Big story.
Todd was consistent. 452, 454s last year. Get out the shoe polish and dial him in. Far cry from that today. Has he found the mojo again? Are they at top dead center? With that said, I tell you what, Bruder Brothers over there, they're stoked with what they found here at North Star.
Let's keep our eyes peeled. Here they are, the atomizers, billet injectors, sponsored machine in the right lane. The Bruder Brothers out of New Jersey. And I'm telling you what, they don't just take punches, they take pipes, they take knives, guns, whatever it takes to get around. Keep your eye on the right side of the second.
Wow.
6. They go down and show that they're just like 3 thou off of their national record that they used to have.
Knew he had a little left, brother. How about Todd's reaction on the tree? 0-1-0 to Bruder's 0-80. Todd goes 113. Bruder said 110 at the 330. They're making hay on Todd, baby. 294 to the 305. Bruder brothers in competition. Just went heavyweight fight. You remember back when we were kids? You turned on 8 o'clock on Saturday night. Howard Cosell, you had them all. We're at the marina in New York City. We got the heavyweight championship of the world.
And the knockout punch just came right there. Look at Nick Bruder talking to the guys down there.
Yep.
These guys came here for a gunfight. I brought 2 knives and a pipe. That kid's tough, man. I'm telling you, they do not give up.
No.
Found him in New Jersey. Announced him many times all over the country. You got to keep your eye on him. Here comes the chef. You liking the cook? You liking the brisket? You liking the ribs? This guy can whip them up good.
Oh, yeah.
Kenny Hubbard coming up out of Montgomery, Texas, will be in the left lane.
Oh, man, and our Willie King broke. Jason Wheeler, they're pushing him back off the line over there. Giving Kenny Hubbard a bye. Is this going to be one of those where Jason's getting rolled back and Kenny goes straight up in the air? We're about to find out, brother. Right now, 64 at 149. Went 110 short with that 302. And even though he's getting rolled back off, hats off to Wheeler, dude. They've had a great weekend. They found a lot of power in that car. And, hey, not the way they wanted to go at that round. Guys, remember, we do have first round losers, second chance. If you guys can get that car fixed, guys, you're still alive. Second chance. It's so crazy up here, Tucci. I don't even know what's running in the spectator lane till it gets out to the tree. It's that crazy.
Man, they're growing them out there. I think they're watering people.
Yep.
So when you start carrying a case of beer out to the starting line, you know what I mean? Come on.
In no time, right?
Yeah.
Time, like butt time. So with that said, and I know you've got the Magic Kingdom laid out here. Who's Bruder Brothers got next? Oh, God, thanks. I don't think they want God right now. They're flying, brother. No, we'll wait. We've got a minute. But I want to look. I want to look at the ladders. I want to see where this is dancing. Because we could quite possibly have a world record set. Fastest side by side. Race cap hanging that left hand and ringing the bell. Force.
Deserved bye run. Well, we're going to give him a bye run. It's deserved because he's fast, this guy, number 2 in the block here, Rick Thornton. And that car is something else. 405, it ran in round number 3 of qualifying to earn that number. 2-spot in qualifying. So Rick Thornton, the car that was sitting around, they said, hey, let's clean it up, dust it off, put some radials on it. And Grant McCreary and the guys down there have been tuning it up ever since. Well, Grant getting behind the car saying, let's make this happen. This car accepted the right lane earlier and showed everybody how to get it done. Chevrolet fans are going to love this.
Oh, yeah. I'll tell you what. Beautiful hot rod. And then we were talking about. We're just getting started, brother. First round. They were shooting for it.
Man.
Right there, he was throwing it. He wanted the 3.
Man, they hit the tire hard right there. Had to get right out of it. So Grant McCreary looking at the starting line, checking things out, talking to his driver down there, who just coast down there in this first round of eliminations, and that fires up. Let's see. Now, you got to pay attention to who he'll line up. You got to remember lane choice. He may have just gave it up on that run, whoever he meets up with round number 2.
Competition by. All right. He was already set up.
So Baylor's car was broken. Now this said it's Gingerfest. As Baylor couldn't make the call, Chad will take it any way you can get it right now. Guys been sitting in the garage doing the motocross with the kids, and now it's time to go out drag racing. You'll be happy about this one. Chad getting it done, man. It's the hard way to get a win, but he'll go down there 6:38. Now remember, Chad was quicker than Thornton's run.
Yep. How about that? Chad goes 109 short, 333. That 638 is going to put him up into the next round. He goes 638 with an 8. Yeah, 638 with an 8. And that will put Chad, and now we're going to have to see who he's going to be coming up against.
Heads up, here comes Motocross Gene. Foot out there. You know, he's got the same height. Remember Ward, Jeff Ward?
Yep.
They're perfect on a bike, you know, because oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Perfect on a bike. I was showing the pivot point.
Woo-woo.
Now it's a great time to have that dance off, you know. All right, so they're starting up the number 1 qualifier to the lanes limited. 275 to the lanes, please. First round coming up here in Pro Drag Radio. Here is the water box, putting the heat into the meats right there. The Drag Radios, now he's going to back up. Jason Mahalik, Cypress, Texas-based Chevrolet Corvette. Billy Stockland tuned, and I'm telling you what, this is a treat, and this could be one to go to the books.
Oh, exactly, because you know it's too Yeah.
Yeah, a little credit there where it's due. I told you at the end, there was a thank to this young lady right here. Came up and said, the air density going down 200. And that's it at 4.00. Get a picture of that. That is the track record for this track in Pro Drag Radio, the first time ever. And that is, he's just been breaking them ever since. 4.0072. 190.5.
Absolutely found it, inching into it. That 4 flat, we're all up here. We knew as soon as that car left, look at the incrementals, 103 with the 9 on the 60 foot, and it went nuts. All right, brother, limited 275. Limited 275. I need you for your second round to start coming up. Limited 275. Limited 275. Second round, start coming up, please. Limited 275, second round coming up. All right, with that said, I want to give you guys a heads up. We do have a Second Chance X. You're going to be setting out this next round. Second Chance X. That is my first round losers. You will be setting out this next round. Once again, Second Chance X. If you lost first round, you will be setting out this next round. With that said, we do have Second Chance Radial Pro Drag Radial. We have Second Chance Pro Drag Radial. So if you get put out first round of Pro Drag Radial.
What about that, man? The fans get to see him again.
I know, they get to come
That's
out.
a treat for the fans. So
once again, Pro Drag Radial, there is a Second Chance. X275, there is a Second Chance. Both of those classes will set out the next round, even though we're still in the middle of Pro Drag Radial. With that said, I need limited 275. Limited 275, second round. To the lanes right now, limited 275.
Hey, Nubs, you get a picture of that scoreboard on the right? Nubs, did you? Did you take a picture of the scoreboard down there? You already got it? I'm just making sure you're doing your job. I know you've been by the fence over there talking all night. Baby, I love you. Baby, love, here's my card. I'm the fireman. I'm the marshal. There it is, toughness right there. Got everybody, hey, listen up. Another call out to the guy standing on the line. There's the guy telling you, hey, you got to get off the starting line if you don't belong with the car. Drinking beer, it's unsafe. I'm going to just say it just so that the insurance guys can hear it. Billy Stockland, congratulations. Here's a man that tunes to the fastest run in the Texas record books for Pro Drag Radio. And Billy Stockland sitting down there talking about these guys.
Hey, brother, sitting here speaking, I think in a wake up in St. Louis, he just sent me the, hey, man, how was those incrementals? Well, they just wanted to tell you, Woody, that there's now a quicker Corvette in the state of Texas. Jason says, yeah, come and get you some, big boy. I hope you guys are having fun at home watching this, brother. We're having a good time. You've got to come down here. You'd love the atmosphere.
Sorry, we had the music all ripped up and rocking out there as they bring up the next two cars down to the line. Ron Ham, who didn't have nothing to brag about in qualifying, comes into the field down to the left lane. Ham's incredible 69 Chevrolet Camaro put up some great numbers. Mario Gonzalez, though, that car's been running pretty stout down there on the right side out of Baytown, Texas. And the new, is it New Ohio? Is that where he's from? New Delhi, Ohio, in the left lane?
about 200 foot. 184 miles an hour, brother. They found something.
Oh, man, you're not kidding. They found something. They found a consistent hot rod right here in Pro Drag Radial at over 184 miles per hour.
Tell you, that was awesome. Once again, limited 275. Limited 275 to the lane, second round. Limited 275 to the lane, second round, please. I'm giving you a high five from Woody the Voice. They're watching live while they're impressioning that Mills 481X. Yeah, you know they're glued. They don't care. And this is all background noise. Then we start calling up the hitters. That's when the guys come on the
another one in the mix here. Gordon definitely proved himself already this afternoon. I mean, he's in the mix. Chevrolet Corvette's going to be one to watch for as they head out to Memphis. The streetcar reunion down there, the Radial streetcar reunion with Tyler and the whole gang down there in Memphis, Tennessee. You want to be a part of it? A couple of weekends from now.
Split, and that 441 Cameron, man, it was done as soon as he hit it right on the hit, bud. Unfortunately for him, their day is over with. But I tell you what, how about Mark? Pretty salty little run with that 441, but man, there are some serious hitters right around the corner waiting for him in the next round. Once again, limited 275, limited 275, second round to the lanes. Yep, Stickler, and even with the new math, brother, I got you. That is about as close as it gets, and we're wanting more. Tell you what, wow, some of the... Kyle Hutel. Looks like Kyle drew a bye. Yep, Taylor was unable to make the call, unfortunately. I was hoping that he was going to get the front tires put back on that hot rod after qualifying, if I remember right. Didn't he qualify with an 18? I think last year qualified with that 18, had the horrific top-end incident, which amazed me. That car got stopped as quick as it did. Granted, it scrubbed a little bit off on the wall, but wow, hats off to those guys.
You can tell this story over and over and over again today about this team, and they have had their share of headaches. Man, the gentleman that come down there, Billy Stockton, who's already shared a fastest run with the finish group with Jeremy and all the guys. Now it's their turn to show it off right here. Can they get the nitrous car to come back to where it was just a few weeks ago in Georgia, man? It was laying down phenomenal numbers.
Now, winning to the O's, and you were talking about it, brother, and man, high hope. Reed, second to parking lot, we knew this was going to be one of those cars. That could be in the mix to crack it even lower. Man, they're still trying to...
Here we go, and there it is, another big upset on the starting line. And it's going to the next round. And you look at the ladder down there, and you look at a beautiful young lady, Kayla Morton, the Pro Mod driver who's been on TV, and I feel privileged even to be this close. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, anyway, let us go in there. Same hotel. They got another chance to fix it up and meet their teammate down there, Mahalik. So Mahalik in this car will shake it up. All we got to do is get it fixed up, man. It's going to have the whole... It's almost like there's just a gremlin in the wiring. Something about it. It just seems like a wiring issue. I'm not sure. You know, you can get on there and talk to Billy if he's got time, but I doubt it. He's going to be having that thing thrashed apart and trying to rip it apart. Gene down there just making sure everything is going. Gene, it's kosher, man. It is kosher. Motocross man himself. Left ankle, size of Jeff Ward. You can see it, yeah. I know, everybody had the dreams back in the day. Don't forget in June. Hey, there's shit. Look at their shiz again.
Mustang Sally. Chassis down there. Chassis down there shaking and baking, baby. Limited 275 to the lane. Limited 275. All right, how about the Dirty Bird? Which Al's getting it up here from Kayla. She's giving him the Dirty Bird.
I know, I'm sorry, Kayla.
You're on the line. Dude, we finally got some smoking hot. Help, settle down, all right?
I'm sorry.
No offense, man.
Kayla, can I stay?
Yes.
Thank you. All right, she said I can stay.
Broke Sam's heart. Aw, Sam.
I am. Green eggs and drag ham.
No, it's not that way.
All right, here's the Dirty Bird coming up. Jason Dirty Bird.
The Jason Dirty Bird.
Dickinson. Go figure.
Hey, remember this car, the very first pass? Lit up, went straight up and down, and they got it figured out. See what Nice shot for those guys. 477, it found high. 156. How about 134 short? Goes 323 at the split. Takes it into high gear, clicks off at a 477, 156. I think that's the best shot that they've had this weekend, brother.
Now the police are on the line. See that? You got to listen to the officer.
Ooh, yeah.
There you go. We had to call in the enforcement.
You had Sam, an officer, in handcuffs.
He split. He heard his name called. He split.
All right, once again, limited 275 to the lane. Good friends, Bobby Crooks from Little Rock, Arkansas, and that beautiful Firebird. Tell you what, Bobby went a personal best in the 430s a while ago. Clay over here has got his work cut out for him.
Can you see it at home? You know the camera's showing and the lady's holding a dog. It looks like an elephant hunting dog from Africa. And she's holding it in her arms out there. And I guarantee you the dog's thinking, this is insane.
Yeah.
This is when things go wrong for animals right here. So
Or it could be a married dog.
yeah.
Things are all dead. We should get married. I know.
There you go. Look at him looking over his shoulder.
He hears us.
Oh, that a boy.
Why do you put that in front of his shirt? Unfortunately, wow, Bobby had the bigger gun at the fight, but had to pedal it out there, and Clay goes right down Broadway with that 74. This week on YouTube. So make sure to go to Urban Hillbilly Production Videos on YouTube and check out my buddy, Sean Miller. All right, once again, this is limited 275. Limited 275, roll forward. Please, I need limited 275. If you're paired up to roll forward right now. All right, Gary Robbins to that beautiful Tucci's favorite car on the property right now. Over there in the spectator lane, what you got, big boy?
Oh, you got that big old Barracuda. Robbins coming up out of Oklahoma. That beautiful silver car. Kind of love the Band-Aid Strike Texan 69 Camaro.
And we talk about Dax McCaffrey over here in the tower side. Racing a little bit, having a number 2 spot on the car. He's in the second round. The boys got something. How about that? 1:15 short time, 3:20 to Splint. He said Lakewood, Texas, Dax. Good night. Another Camaro, 69 over on this side. Over there. All right, Greg Gibbs, ducking Oklahoma over there. Michael Hollins, will this 69 Camaro have a better pairing than Dax kid?
The kid can drive, man.
He can drive.
I'm telling you, he's young.
Coming for him.
He is young. He knows how to wheel the deal right here. Little GM kid. Michael Hollis over there at Fort Worth, Texas, to be the left lane. Grant Gibbs, Duncan, Oklahoma, sitting in the right side. Get ready. It's about Miller. It's about being Miller right here. It's April 69 Chevrolet in. He goes to the top lights ever so gently. Finds himself bumping in. Kids trying to breathe on the guy in the right lane saying, hey, come get some. Look at the burn down they're going through right here. I'm telling you what, be the first I've seen a drag radio in a long time, but it's not going to happen. It's going to be the big yellow machine and all this coming in here. 489 by Brent. That's our second car in limited in the 80s, brother. How about a 489 line at 143 miles per hour? Michael knew what Brent had up his yeah, but how about Brent? 116 short, goes 320 X275, second round. X275, second round to the lanes, please. X275 to the lanes. That's right, round number 2 of X275 to the lanes. X275, second round to the lanes. Nathan Bella Coya. So they said Bella Coya. We'll be over there in the left lane. Staples is down there on the right side. Consistent, 98, 96, 93, 93 with an 8. You're not kidding, 143 in a mile per hour, the Chevrolet Corvette, round number... I'll tell you what, Jim Staples, we told you, the guy that loaded off the trailer with the 523, next pass come out and found the 90s, and that car has not went backwards at all day. 117 short right there. I tell you what, we're sitting here, it's the Magic Kingdom. We should go play cards in Vegas with this hand. I'm telling you what. Wow, X275, X275, second round, X275 to the lanes. I need X275 to the lanes, please. Bring them up. Second Chance X and Second Chance Pro Drag Radial. You will be next round. Second Chance X,
And Second Chance Pro Drag Radial, you will be next round. Right now, I need first round winners, X275 to the lanes. First round winners, X275 to the lanes, please.
So with that, more limited, coming up limited 275 to the lanes.
And look at your world
Right there.
record holder coming up, being the first car in the lane, X275. Tell me, Jared, he's standing over the car, his jacket pulled open, and he's beating on it, saying, come and give me some.
Absolutely. You can hear the thump from here.
Yeah.
It's like a quail in heat.
Eric Spar over there in the white Camaro. Scott Watkins with the S10. We started with like a half a dozen of the trucks. We're getting weeded out, brother.
We're getting weeded out. Anyway, this is a pretty good one. He had problems, though. If you go back to round number one, he had a share of problems. This is going to be a little version of it. Right here. Watch him come out of nowhere, though. A lot of purging going on the right side. Tobar down there. Eric Tobar Chevrolet Camaro. Out of Liberty Hill, Texas. We're pulling. Real gentle. Here we go. Let's watch the truck on the left side of Watkins and Tovar's Camaro.
Watkins has been consistent with the 503s. He has had problems. Will this truck get down the track again to the Tovar
down there on the right side. Gets the win down there. Easy one. 534, 128 miles per hour.
Yep.
The truck just goes 1066.
They just couldn't shake it. The truck qualified for the 503 and has not been back to that, brother, since. All right, once again, X275 first. X275 first round winners to the lane. And the quad power side, Travis Thomason against Matt. Ooh, remember Matt, the big wheel stand last round. Quasi was your number one qualifier. He backed it up with another 480s pass. He's got his work cut out with Matt, and I see the colored wheels going behind me. Passing in between. Woo! We went from dollars to $100. Oh, he just he got dollars for today. He can't spend that. All right, let's get
And Sherry, watch this. Man, that's Sherry. Now, remember that Sherry has some great wheels, some power wheels here this weekend.
Holy crap.
Yeah, but again, Travis isn't no newcomer to this sport.
How about Matt? I mean, the double buckshot red, but still a 114 short, had the front end tied down, goes 322, and how about that? God, the 150, of course, he was so red. He was right there. Yep.
Awesome race. You got Derek Lewis, his old Chevrolet Nova has been running up to par out of Grand, Texas. He's using the right side, backing up in the hot rubber.
Woo, backing it up, baby, with the Mustang. Dwayne Thomas, Crowley, Texas. A pair of Texas heavy hitters. You've got Chevy versus Ford coming at you right now, folks. How does speed not stink? How does your speed not stink? I got Caleb here, and we're like going, how's boosted feet? We were talking about that. Me and out there with a D9 Caterpillar trying to fill us off the track. These guys are just so critical of ballet. Did you say that? Boosted used to take some ballet?
Really?
Wow!
He's got the...
He is aerodynamic, and tell me he's still got the shoes. The pointy shoes?
He doesn't...
Oh, man.
doesn't have them anymore.
Yeah.
Doesn't have the pointy shoes.
His feet are naturally pointed now for the 19 years of being in
The Peter Panners.
But, yeah.
Remember the Peter Panners? Here we go. Moosewood's out of the way. Derek Lewis now. Here we go. The Morgan & Sons power plant under the hood. Looking to go to lap number 3 here tonight. Can it do it? Thomas is going to try everything.
Sure that's what it was. Once again, Dwayne. 489. We have our third car in the 80s and limited, brother. I'm not sure Derek had enough anyway, but something went terribly wrong. Dwayne had a 114 short, 319 at the split, and checks out with a 489 at 1.
Jackie McCarty to the lanes, please.
Was already set up.
So Baylor, car was broken. Well, this said it's Ginger Fest. As Baylor couldn't make the call, Chad will take it anyway you can get it right now. Guys, we're sitting in the garage doing motocross with the kids, and now it's time to go out drag racing. You'll be happy about this one. Go ahead.
The drag, I tell you what, Jesus knows
Get
the
it
whole
done,
out
man.
there.
It's a highway to go.
Work that hard, make sure these X cars are going to be rocking and rolling. This is your first round.
First round.
This is the Ginger Fest.
Out of X. 50 Shades of G.
Texas. There you go. There's long nights, hot tea.
Mario goes back-to-back 30s, and that car carried the wheel. Coming into the class, you got Jared Johnson. He's got Jackie McCarty. Jackie did make the call right here, brother. I tell you what, it's going to be awesome. Jared Johnson is your new world record holder. He's got that secured. Now he needs to win the event. I think he's going to step back on a little bit, or
You know, if I'm
we're going to go after him.
If I'm sitting here and I'm Jackie McCarty, I'm like, I would get in and get this on right now for that son that's any worse. And the windshield of that car is what I'm thinking.
He backed it off a little bit, but he is stopping all over the 440s and letting them know, come and get me, boys.
Bennett Racing Engines and Colinas KDX and the guys down there
car out. We were talking to them. They didn't even have a car that was cobweb. They just unloaded it this spring. They thought they would check everything out. They're in the dance against Mike Machine Gun Kelly, the spectator side.
They told him to get in the water box, and here he comes, the machine gun man. Rods again taking safety.
I tell you what, Mikey G and the boys are checking out, but good job getting where you're at, buddy. Want to remind racers, too, tail lights. Please have some form of a tail light on so we can see on the big end of the track. Spectator side, what a shot, guys. This is going to be awesome. Jason Brock is not afraid of Shane Fisher. They know they've got the power to compete, and they're going to chase after him. Shane Fisher, they found the heartbeat for a hot rod. This could be big right here.
He did throw that out there in front of him, backing him up, the KBX lines and Cleveland.
Man,
I'm telling you.
He's got the shades on.
You never look though. Watch this look at Cleveland when it's over. I'm going to tell this driver, you just watch me. We get this thing right on the starting line with problems. Many time record setter, pace setter, and trend setter, John Kalibas. Watch away from that car, Shane Fisher.
How about Jason Brock? 111 short, goes 306, 465 at 153 miles an hour, and Shane Fisher, not sure what happened. The car stumbles, you can hear it out there, falls over, got 120, and Shane Fisher.
I may stay with him as much much as he could, but man, when you got a leeway like that, like Brock, it's done. You're right. Right right there. As they bring up 2 more Mustangs, it's going to be Dustin Newborn over here. Newborn out of Alabama. Racers for a good cause right here, racing for the St. Jude's Hospital, doing all the proceeds of T-shirt sales right to St. Jude's from that team.
He got a personal best on that last session for him, but he has drawn a mean, wicked dragon in the Bruder Brothers. Rich Bruder, the Bruder Brothers Racing, Edison, New Jersey, over there. And what I'm assuming is the spectator lane because there's 4,000 people.
Can't even see the car. Can't even see the whip of it.
Hey, I want to give a shout out to the Bruder Brothers. How about them having some gremlins, watching what Jared's doing, and still hastening, going back-to-back 440s, brother.
What do they got to feel like? You know, you pull in there, it's almost like the chariots, you know, the old Roman gladiator days. Pull out in the chariot, and the horses are all getting all nervous because there's so many people standing around. No whip, and now the Brooders come out of the pack of hyenas, and they come to the starting line. And Newborn, this is not going to be a gimme right here. This guy's going to try to earn it right here if he gets around. Look for a hole shot. Watch the green car. Look out. Someone's walking out of here with a record. 44 is the record.
Hey, this is the last pass. Hey, right now, the 444 is Jared's pass. That's the record, all right? We're sitting here right now. How about the Bruder Brothers putting Jared on notice? That's the
career best run right there. You need to point that out also.
Awesome. The record is, hey, nothing gets done. How about him laying that 453, not doing awesome today? Dude, we're sitting here throwing 453s like it's, free bread in the office. Hats off to him, dude. Awesome pass. But Bruder Brothers.
Get the nitrous oxide deal done over there in the Chevrolet Nova out of Montgomery, Texas. Kenny over there in the left lane. A big Chevrolet Nova right here. And here comes the man that puts this place on the cool. You turn the buttons on over there. Doesn't this place get cold?
Oh, I'm telling you, quality air. Odie Sturgeon, the Red Rocket, one of the sponsors helping Motor Mania get here. Look at the sky, brother. You could not ask for a cooler man and menu right now. Some of the best hot rods in the world and one of the prettiest sunsets. That's John and he's happy and excited about what's going on right here. Odie in the right lane. Kenny Hubbard, the pair of guys that have hooked up multiple times. Odie, the Red Rocket.
We know that from our official man down there in the lanes.
Bob downstairs saying Kenny needed a moment, and whatever that moment he got, I have a feeling whatever happened in Odie's car, it cut the power. Because, dude, Odie could have fired that thing up and come back, but wow. Bow, chicka, wow, wow. All right, once again, though, hats off. Wow, it turned into a quick pedal fest. Kenny pedaled it again, backfired, sucked it back down to the car, and hooked up
You know, no need for Nubs to get that sunset picture. We already got it covered. Anyway, with that, we bring up the next two cars here. Tell us. Looks like it's going to be Chris Shortridge coming up in the left lane out of Temple, Texas. A small block. Turbocharged Chevrolet Camaro will be left. And he's got Eric to go and contend with out of Sanger, Texas. Eric Moore.
Yeah, and I tell you what, Eric Moore. Man, you want to talk about the most consistent car, brother? This is a roll of the dice right now. Eric, I think, has been more consistent going A to B. Shortridge has hung a series number up. If they can just keep the frame down.
You can talk about it, yeah, but you can talk about a serious number. Last time Shortridge was up, he was sitting there on the brakes going, please don't be hurt. Oh, please. He went all out there. He was ready to pull the thing over and talk to it. So Shortridge and company, they may have it all figured out. And when he does that, you do those wild wheel stands. You don't know if you dump a problem with the...
Brother, that car was clicked off early. That should have stronger mile an hour. But how about that? Eric Moore goes 112, 301, and a little off on the mile an hour. Hope nothing's going on down there. He may have.
Maybe he's seen it. Yeah, he could have seen that. I've got him. I don't see him. He's up and down. He was right there for the show. He had the best seat in the house watching that car go up and down.
Hats off for Chris.
Shortridge and company, they may have it all figured out. And when he does that, you do those wild wheel stands. You don't know if you dump a problem with the...
Popcorn, maybe some shrimp. Rob would love to be, just drive by as you're pulling by going up to the tree. Just hand the brother a basket, chicken basket, maybe a bottle of OE, something. But like I said, take care of Rob down there in the staging lane, guys. I know we've been cracking the whip, getting people rolling. You just want to make sure you don't take it out on him, guys. We want to make sure you get this event done so these fans get to see a phenomenal deal. So once again, Pro Drag Radial, I need you up in there right now. X275, Second Chance. You are on standby along with Second Chance Pro Drag Radial. So once again, hats off to Gene and his entire staff. I know they're doing a heck of a job. One way or another, I'm stoked and glad me and Al are stoked to be a part of history here in Texas.
Yeah, big thank you to Marty and the gang from Evolution. I'm going to tell you what, they put the walls up, they help this place come back to life, and that's what it takes. It takes people that want to make investments, along with owners. It isn't just about an owner coming up and dumping every penny he's got in his piggy bank out and saying, I want it to happen. It's a dream that lives with all types of corporations, and it does right here at North Star. And I'm telling you what, thank you to Marty Evolution, everybody down there at Evolution. Thank you so much for everything you do. And I'm going to go over by the dinger here and steal his deal for 1 second, because that's not the deal I wanted to steal. Where'd you put it? No, that's not the deal I wanted to steal. There's the deal. You're already drawn on the deal.
Oh, yeah.
And the guys down there, Evolution Custom Auto, you want to go down there and make your automobile more customized? Evolution can do it for you. So thank you. Here we go. What do we got here?
I think that's what it is. Coming up here and taking a shot. Want to give a quick shout out to, guys. I tell you what, March 28th, March Race Madness. That's right, unfinished business. All right, Pro Drag Radial coming at you. Pro Drag Radial, this is our first round winners. And once again, Second Chance X to the lanes. Second Chance X to the lanes, please.
All right, here we go. They're ready to bring them up, the Pro Drag Radial cars.
Oh, hey, how about Jason the Dirty Bird? Tower side against who? The Camaro that could.
Yeah, isn't it something? And I like how excited you got over this Gonzalez deal. That car's just been going faster and faster. And you know what? It's got a nice chassis. I mean, it really accepts that power well.
A good-looking hot rod. Hikes that left front wheel up. It's like it's waving at you.
Reminds me of the Johnson Pontiac, was it? They went to the finals down there in Georgia.
Yeah, you're
Down
right.
at Ducksteel, that car was just an 08, an 08, an 08, and it was just a treat to watch.
Money. Once again, our Second Chance X, roll forward. And this is your Pro Drag Radial second round. I see, look at all the cell phones lighting up out there with the video cameras, brother. Oh, I love it. Mario Gonzalez went 430s on his last shot. Does the car have a 20s? Will the Dirty Bird get his rocket home and slap the Camaro in the trailer?
You never know. That thing came around in high gear last time. So the Dirty Bird looking to the left lane. The Baytown, Texas team going to another round, being round number 3 of Pro Drag Radial. Jason Dirty Bird, he goes down at 5:29.106, coasting to the stripe down there.
Wow.
He got out of the old...
Hey, they found that car at least. Remember the problems they've had with it? It looks like a new combo, but Mario, man, we were busting his chops earlier. This boy's coming to win some money, brother.
Look at this battle coming up. Look at the burnouts coming out of the water box. The Ford trying to get the tire to work of Mark Moore. And there's the quiet, silent Chevrolet Corvette.
Yep.
And you know what? I say Durst and all the fine guys, excuse my foot, but I say all those fine guys that were creators and innovators and inventors of Chevrolet Corvettes back in the era of road racing. It is so cool to see them being utilized on drag strips all over the country.
Beautiful hot rod. This is the first shot for Thornton in the left lane, brother. Remember, Thornton going out of the right lane. Maybe the magic's changed. He's got to figure it out right now. Mark Moore, Sanger, Texas. I tell you what, we've got 2 cars from Texas right here. It's about to get crazy.
You bring up a good point, because Thornton got pushed over here because of that 7-second run.
He did.
When he had problems.
Lane choice.
So Moore takes the lane choice, and what better way to take a guy that's been comfortable with real estate and say, hey, go cut the field over there.
Check out this side of the yard.
Yeah, you see how things are going to work out for you.
Truly greener for Thornton? We're about to find out.
Oh, man, when you got a tuner and the big man looking in the windshield, they can say, don't worry about a thing. This power's going to come out when I want it to. All you got to do is to get your hands on the wheel and push that pedal down. Here we go.
Grip it and put the loud pedal to the floor. Here we go.
pedals at 147.
Yeah, that car, brother, look at that. 109 short, 205 at the 330. 275, and he pedaled it. That is insane. Rick Thornton advances. Oh, talk about Kyle Hutel over here chasing gremlins, brother. Trying to figure out what's going on. And Clay the Dragon Slayer.
Yeah, there's no time to chase anything right now.
No.
Does nice burnouts, though. I'm telling you what. It sounds good after it gets out of the water box. And then it just does not want to cooperate. Kyle Hutel's machine backing up the old Niner racing team, the Chevrolet. That's huge horsepower under the hood.
Clay's just hanging back. Yeah, okay, I'm good. Doesn't take it far. But how about that? How about the Dragon Slayer Clay? Taking out Bobby in the last round, man. Bobby had him covered by a little bit, but it didn't matter. Bobby went out and had to pedal it, and it was done from there. He couldn't trace him back down. All right, once again, Pro Drag Radial second chance. Pro Drag Radial second chance to the lane.
All right there, Big Dinger. Now you got the RTRA Racing big cubic inch nitrous assisted motor.
Pressure off.
Yeah, I hope it comes around right here. Clay knows they haven't had, what, the last 5, 6, well, look, you got 3 qualifying that didn't make any hits. You got 5 runs. This thing for the last 5 runs has not done anything to talk about. Kyle Hutel now. Bad Niner sitting in the right side. Keep your eyes on it. Could come to life right here. Clay goes to the top right and invites him to the dance. Puts some pressure on to say, okay, purge down all those kits. Got another purge down coming down, maybe? There might be another one in there.
Sitting here with air on, just like probably tuning in the satellite radio.
You know,
Okay, let's go.
the neat thing is that Kyle hasn't built any bottles, so he hasn't used any nitrous all weekend. 21, 88, 178 miles per hour. Hutel makes it when they need it. He goes to another round here in Pro Drag Radio.
They found it.
And Clay has to be saying, why me? You know what I mean? And I'm not taking nothing from Clay, but you know, you see what we said about shaking dice all weekend? And then you got him coming, the guys that can run strong. He gets 5 bad ones, and there's the good one.
How about Kyle? Let's go to the incrementals. Goes 108 short, 285 at the split, and that 421 at 178. They are ecstatic, brother. They've been looking for that entire week.
Say, okay, first down all those kits. You got another first down. They found out something with the car. Maybe they went backwards a little bit. The neat thing is that they haven't learned to build any bottles, so they never used any nitrous all weekend.
That next round, same side of the ladder. I hope I'm looking at the right one. Don't throw rocks at the tower if I'm not, but I'm telling you, that is going to be phenomenal. All right, once again, I should have second chance Pro Drag Radial. Second chance Pro Drag Radial. That was for my first round, gentlemen and ladies that checked out. First round, people that checked out early in Pro Drag Radial, we're having a second chance. I need you to the lanes. Folks at the concession stands, I'm seeing an incredible line, but guys, you got to break a hole. We've got cars coming through. Once again, Pro Drag Radial, second chance to the lanes, please. Pro Drag Radial, second chance to the lanes.
Man, there it is. Mahalik got it fired up down there right after watching Huddle and the guys go down. His crew, his team, his men now tuning up, and he's got a bye run here because Chad... not making the call right there. It'll be a single broken bye right here. A competition break for Chad. Jason Mahalik's got everything to earn and gain right now. With this one, you'll see Mahalik waiting on Gonzalez in the next round. All he's got to do is get by and get a
shift, brother.
Something of that nature.
How about that 60?
Look at that.
104 short. Over there in the spectator lane in the orange Camaro. Missouri got into the second chance. Can he knock out Daniel Large, the local Texan, in the Mustang? Here we go. Mustang boy, Daniel Large, Colony, Texas over there. Tell you what, love for him. They got that loose, brother. This is the preacher.
It's a show right here.
Somebody said, here's $100. Roll the dice.
You know, you got to get to the final to see another 100 go.
Yep.
This called attrition right here. Keep your eye on it, man. We're going to see some laps right here. If you're going to win this deal, it's going to be
a marathon, man.
Large over there in the left lane. Tammy Large, his wife, was so excited about being here, and she said, well, we're going to go for it. She came up to ask where the pace out. Got to get to the final. 1 and 2 to get anything for the second chance here. Tony Phillips, a big righteous outside Chevrolet, came out to race, and I mean they came out to race. They're purging it down there in Missouri.
Tell you what, Tony Phillips, with that high 470 while ago, absolutely stoked with that shot for those guys. Man, I'd like to see him back it up right here. Nothing against Daniel Large, but hey, you're home, dude. You've only got a couple hour drive. These guys have got about 8. So pull up from those pros. 471 at 150. Large puts him on the trailer. And I tell you what it did. Tony Phillips goes 110 short, 311 at the split. And at 483, I could tell the right side looked like he was eating itself up just a little bit. Unfortunately, they go out, guys, but wow, hats off to him. Great side-by-side race.
Yeah, it was. There you saw the old Phillips guy really getting a whooping on this. To do it to it again with the Morgan Racing Engines and Sons, Morgan Sons, and all the fun that they bring to the racetracks around the country. Right now, David Green in the right side, Mesquite, Texas.
Oh,
I don't know if these guys, they're matched up in qualifying earlier, I think.
I think they were. Guys, we want to remind you, please, we need some type of a backlight on your car. We need to have some type of a light on the back of your car so we can make sure we've got everybody cleared on the big end of the track. Once again, please give us some type of a light on in the back of your car. All right, last call for Second Chance Pro Drag Radio. Last call for Second Chance Pro Drag Radio. And limited 275. Your next round, you're on standby. Limited 275. You are on standby. Limited 275. You are on standby.
Man, how about that? You got one of the baddest dudes in the land up there in Maryland, up in the East Coast, sitting in the cold stone. He says, and I'm talking about Ron Rhodes, a guy I love. I mean, I've watched his family race for many years. He's like, man, he can't get over the runs. And X275, he's like, I'm glad I stayed home. You know, they're going to be a tough deal.
Get some of this.
Yeah.
Rhodes would love this attitude. The atmosphere, the crowd.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I'm telling you. Once again, L275, limited 275. I need my Pro Drag Radial. Pro Drag. You should be following our Second Chance X275 Pro Drag Radial. You're going to follow our Second Chance X275 Pro Drag Radial Second Chance. You're following the Second Chance X275, and then we're going to Limited. So once again, only thing I should have here in the hopper is Second Chance X, Second Chance Pro Drag Radial, and I need Limited 275. Limited 275.
Let me see Randy David all along, huh? Randy David, whatever you want to go by.
Rock the David and Randy show.
He's going to be up there, and
He gets to buy in the Second Chance. Yeah, this is X275. Oh, yeah. No, different one. All right, once again, Second Chance X. We're here, we're getting ready to wrap it up, and we're going to Second Chance Pro.
nice charge. They're going to be happy with that. A 78 with a 7.
115 short, 314 at the split. Mile an hour's down. It sounded like you let out of it about the 550, 600 foot mark.
Race. I think that's it.
They used to be laddered off of their last ET. So they're losing ET is how they used to be laddered. I'm not sure how we're doing it. I'm just saying.
I apologize. I'm just curious.
But Eric Stubbs and TJ Gatlin, a pair of cars that could very easily still be in the first round, did not have the luck fall their way. This is going to be a race, guys. Once again, I need Limited 275 to the lanes. Limited 275 to the lanes, please.
They were all in the 50s. Now it's time to shake it up. Here's the Second Chance. After going out in eliminations of round number 1 of X275. You're watching the guys, I think. How many did you come up with? 11 maybe, or 8 cars or something?
Yeah.
So Eric Stubbs.
We had 32 cars to start. Yeah.
16 guys.
Oh, 460 with an 8 at 161 miles an hour. TJ fell off. He had him up to about the 330 mark, and then Eric Stubbs went right around him. I think that's the best pad for Stubbs also. Stubbs goes 115, 305, and 460. TJ, 113, 309, and 469.
Kind of upsetting there. I mean, when you look at it, I don't know if the small block was running out of air.
The nitrous.
Greatest race of the night so far was when Chase Driscoll lined up in that last round, man. Was that something else?
Side by side, looking at each other.
And got beat on a hole shot.
Tell you what, Chase got the mojo. He's got it looking. He's got a shot right here. Michelle has still made a killer pass. She's hardly going to get up the line, man. They are chasing nitrous that they've got it figured out. I hope they've got it figured out, brother.
That was a phenomenal race of Fisher and Driscoll. That's one I'll never forget. Here's those smoke to the fans in the Driscoll's way to the air.
Tell it, baby. 275 to the lane.
It's Mickey Thompson smoke, man. The best smoke in the business right there coming your way. Watch this. It's Chase Driscoll. Pulls in. Ron Graham, of course, probably up late. Down there watching, saying, come on, Chase. He's got another shot at it. So, Ron and Jerry, here we go.
Check this out. 61 with a 9 and 155 miles an hour, and hats off. Love that for Chase. Chase is back, guys. 112 short, 304 at the split, and that 61 with a 9 at 155. He is feeling the juice, baby.
You're not kidding. What a driver. I mean, everything works so hard with Moyer. Keeps Team D's going. He does all the deal, runs around, grabs this, grabs that. Grabs a brand new car for the PDRA coming up, and it's pretty cool to see him get back in the car and do the driving. And you know, we were saying there's no shame when him and Fisher were up.
No.
That was a whoever race, man. That was unreal. That was such a great drag race.
Dude, let's get the time slip. Who won?
Very cool stuff. Jimmy French sitting at home, back there waiting for his chance in 8-5 down there in Memphis.
Yep.
Got a brand new bullet to put in it, the French Connection, he calls it.
Wow.
Just doesn't go under any bridges.
Hats off again for Michelle. She never give up, dude. How many times, multiple times they've been up there, car doesn't burn out, it's doing what it's supposed to, it won't leave the line. She still was happy. Even coming up here, somebody parked in her parking spot a while ago. She was still happy about it.
Oh, she's a part of the deal.
Yep.
You know, the scary thing is, that's like that bull when they open the gate and it don't move.
Yeah.
She's had that 3 times. Wait till it comes on. Wait till that stuff comes on and that car's up on the bumper. She's like,
Better be on the wheel. On.
you kind of forget what it feels like to get bucked off before the 8 seconds.
Limited 275. I need limited 275. This is your last call. Limited 275. Last call. X 275. You're on standby. X 275. You are on standby. Limited 275. Your last call. Limited 275. Last call, X 275. You are on standby. This is my first run, X. You are on standby. Tell you what, the March Madness is coming up too. Yeah, we want everybody to know, too, once it said that was the last call for limited 275, and X, you are on standby. X 275, you're on standby. I want to give the fans a quick shout-out, too. March 28th, the March Race Madness 2 Unfinished Business. Bringing the Madman Taylor Outlaw Pro Mod versus Howard Ferris. Brand new War Wagon 2. Nitro Fuel Altered. Pro Mod and Nitro Altered. Match Races, Jet Dragsters, Grudge Racing. 5-second old school back half. That's us, Dooch. We're the old school back half.
That's it, the back half. But when's that all going to come up here?
What, March 28th. You don't want to miss it, guys.
You know, that's going to be cool to see. So you want to be up here in March, you get to see all the old stuff, making its runs. Dragon.
That's the Dragon.
That's the Dragon. Everybody else has a drone. No Star's got a Dragon.
That's right.
The name, the Dragon, is out there.
Radial, second chance. Pro Drag Radial is up here. Their second chance. A couple of wounded warriors literally went out first round. Unfinished business, they said. We're coming back up.
Yeah, Bobby was happy when he came up here, wasn't he? He had a smile. He thanked everyone.
For a quarter, baby. We're got some grudge racing coming up here. Wow, 169 miles an hour, and he said, hey, I'm sorry, but this is done. You're on the trailer. He will advance to the next round.
The Little Rock Riddler, man. He had that smile, was up here all happy about life, wasn't he?
That 430's passing. Trust me, he's 2 numbers off his personal best. He's just as excited right now.
Should be cool. Here comes a big grudge match. How much money was on the line coming up next?
$2,500 is what I heard.
$2,500 grudge match coming up here. This is a personal grudge match. You got Big Benny over there in the Chevrolet. Oh, and he's got that little tire car you were talking about earlier today. Little Mustang that had the small 28s on it, right?
Kyle Bruce.
Bruce got the stuff. Is Bruce got to turn it loose? Because I know we watched Benny. That was the picture of the weekend. When the
Back here, and we're hitting, baby. North Star Dragway, we're not BSing you guys. You're looking at these 2 cars going, I thought they went out. They did. $2,500 grudge match right here. Who you going with, fans? Make some noise. We got money on the line, baby.
Chevrolet in the right side for the Chevy fans. And they'll back that thing up. And I mean, that car hung the wheels out.
Oh, big time.
It just was unreal. The 2 Chevy Novas with the wheel stands.
Man, this is going to be fun. This isn't for play, guys. They got money on the line, and I see the hundreds behind the cars getting transferred back and forth.
Don't let the German Shepherd sniff the bag. Here we go as they pull it in. making things happen. Big Benny, the Chevrolet. Man, let's see if they still have another one in it. He had to ride that thing out. I mean, I haven't seen a wheelie that clean and mean in a long, long time out of one of those old Novas.
Wow, hopefully Kyle did not ride out for the shoe. Let's find out. Here we go.
Top lights ready for the 25 big one. Smacking down the RPMs. For Monday morning at 139 miles per hour, 72, yeah.
The Green Machine hung it on the Tulsa boy right there. Hey, with that said, though, how about Kyle? That 521 was actually his best pass of the weekend. Just didn't have enough for the Mean Green Machine, baby.
Man, there goes his teens, too, because he just spent
Holy cow, somebody's not going to college. They're going to state. They're not going to go to a professional college. Wow, how about that? Guys, not that we don't have enough fun going on. We're grudging it right here, too. All right, once again, I need limited 275 X. 275 to the lanes. I need X. 275 to the lanes. My first round winners, second round winners, X. 275. I need X. 275 to the lanes. Limited. You should already be here, lined up, ready to go.
Well, we got a big old Chevelle out there. I don't know where it came from. Dropped it off a trailer. He's going to get himself a run here. I think this is a time run.
All right, once again, X275. X275, first round and second round winners. X275. Bring them up, boys and girls. Records are going to be set. They've already been set. We want to see magic. All right, once again, I should have limited 275 coming around. I need X275. Once again, I need X275. X275. My prime time players. X275 to the lanes. Prime time. X275 to the lanes, please. Pretty sure these are our limited 275, rocking and rolling. Oh yeah. Once again, X275, X275, prime time to the lane. X275 to the lane, please.
That'll be third round of eliminations.
Third round.
Limited streak, or limited 275 now into the water.
Oh yeah.
This is third round.
Duncan, Oklahoma, Dwayne Thomas. Crosby, Texas, Kids, Tower side, Dwayne, spectator side.
Yeah, I like it, man. Look, I can't even see the car in the right lane. There it is.
There it is. Remember how we talked about it? We had 3 cars dressed into the 80s. Brother, this is awesome racing right here. And look at your world record holder when I call X, brother. Tell me those guys. That is, once again, right to the hop. They're excited.
They got to be. They got a good power play, man. They're running some strong numbers.
Nothing like from the Bruder brothers, but they have the car right now to beat both of them.
Oh, if that ends up the way it should,
We're juiced, buddy.
that is going to be a phenomenal race in the 40s.
Taking us down, we're going to make it rain.
There you go. Here we go.
This is the golden shower he's familiar with. Dwayne Thomas over there in the spectator lane. Grid gets Tower Stock Edition. You're limited 275. Ready to go.
Kingman. Yeah. Ding, ding, ding.
Once again, X275. X275 to the lanes, please.
God, you see him gather that up, the reaction time Thomas he did in 60 feet, 15 to a 20, got 5 right there, 330 feet, they go 23 to a 21. Thomas had him covered right about there, and then the power came on for Gibbs. And look who Staples has to pick on right here. Staples has been 96, 98, 93, I think, in this Chevrolet Corvette. He's got to take on Travis Thomas.
Wow. How about that, brothers? Side by side.
That was an awesome race.
Beautiful. All right, X275, I'm missing 2 cars. X275, prime time, I'm missing 2.
Drag race.
On the tree, Jim Staples, 082. Wow, how about the margin of victory? .0471. Back-to-back
run for the bat so far.
He knew it.
And he had the toughest guy, the #1 qualifier on the block, and man, that is what it's all about.
Okay.
Here comes Robbins right now. Gary Robbins will be on the right side. The Ideal, is it Ideal? I don't know where it is. It's in Oklahoma somewhere.
Idabel and Eric Spar. We're going on the rim here. It's not too far. It's so far. Liberty Hill, Texas. Romero against what?
Oh, Chrysler, man. You got the big Barracuda. He's sitting out there. You're not kidding me. Everything is going to eat right now. Last night was about the same time, right? When that thing went out and carried the wheels.
Oh, man.
It was the most gorgeous beat.
Camera in the air.
Oh, God, this is so cool looking.
Yeah, Titanic, maybe she's on the front of the ship and leaning her over.
It was, especially when Jack had to let go of the backboard.
It's all fun and games till they find the tattoo, brother. Absolutely awesome. All right, once again, limited 275, Gary Robbins in the beautiful silver piece. .493 at 140 miles an hour. Wow. 046. Gary put a tree on Eric. Eric was not ready. How about Gary? Run 15 short, 320 at the split, and a 493 will advance to the next round. And the Mustang silent. Woo! That's right.
How about it? Look at the smile. Crack marble right there.
I'm telling you, you're cracking something.
Where did Bradley go?
Talking about.
Bathroom.
Oh,
hey.
Bradley, we've got it under control. Don't worry about a thing.
Fine,
Shake twice. Shake twice. It's always nice.
It's okay. Take your time.
Don't let it fake you. You know that fake where you think you're done?
Sometimes that door sticks. Don't worry about it, son.
stands. You don't know if you dump a problem with the...
Checks out. 4:59. Eric Smalley.
Put some pressure on to say, okay, purge down all those kits. Got another purge down coming down, maybe? There might be another one in there.
I bet there was air on, just like probably tuning in the satellite radio.
You know,
Hey, okay, let's go.
the neat thing is that Kyle hasn't built any bombs. I mean, he hasn't used any nitrous all weekend. 178 miles per hour. Who tell me? Top end 402. 402 at 189 miles per hour. Just sounded flat, like it didn't want a gear change or
Shift, brother.
something of that nature.
How about that 60?
Look at that. There's the fire in the pipes, man. The words of old T-Bone Tommy Kane. Getting ready to bring it out to the water box. And here comes your boys from Missouri in the right lane.
Brother, they've been standing on the car with their chest out proud ever since. Here we go, Jared Johnson. Over there, not only did he win down here last year, guys, he turned around, started off the season down at Doug's, let the world know that, hey, I'm a contender. Dude, this is awesome right here for those guys. But with that said, that's why we race. It's not all done on paper, brother.
And Kenny Hubbard, of course, who went to his Gremlins today, bending and breaking in half push rod. They found that part. He's been bad. And then the wild last round with the air conditioning man. How about that? When they both went out there and did the pedal fest. And your old buddy had to quit going after him because the axle.
The axle. Tony, his crewman, hollered at him. Fired up! Fired up! Tony's like, I can't, man.
Yeah,
An axle.
it was just spinning the old hub. Nothing to do.
Tell you what, Kenny, but how about that? Once again, we were talking. I mean, it's amazing. We're going off the computer that he's setting over there. We won't know until he takes the tree. It's 400 people that start right now. Down there, that 465, and he took a shot. But dude, look at the lights. 1187 to Kenny, 1122 to Jared. Kenny goes 111 short.
Wow.
Jared goes 116. That's way off. That's a tenth off of what that car made on its last pass. So I'm curious. The mile an hour's down about 4, and that car's off about a tenth. I don't see them being real conservative at the moment.
No, what they did is the book tune. They've seen Kenny Hubbard. They knew what he ran all weekend. They said that we're not going to beat the block out of this thing. Let's take a little bit out, just be concerned, let the car get out and do its job. And there was proof. I mean, there was a very good charge right there with the 58. He's the 10th off the, what has he been running? He's got the record at 44.
Yeah, well, he ended up going that 48 at the last time. So like I said, it's about a tenth off. So here we go. Hey, this is why we're racing. We're just talking about it. Mike Machine Gun Kelly is scheduled to be in the water box.
He's over there.
I see some people running back. Remember last time he had a little bit of problem in the water box?
That's the old possum. Sitting on the side of the road, you get up there and he bites you.
He's just Coletta, Tower Side. He's ready.
Hey, that guy will eat the possum. Believe me, he's from Walker, Louisiana, man.
Shave it, slap it, rub it down. He's ready to go. Will Mike make the call?
Kelly's there. They're there. They're opening the door. They're going to come. Here comes his men. They're just sport. He knows how to take the pressure and put it where it belongs, and that's right in the horsepower department. And Coletta is one of the faster guys. Believe me. There's always a little somewhere in the tank.
Yep.
And Kelly, another one of those burnouts where he just comes out, and you pointed out his numbers last time. Remember, he was playing somewhere on that track.
Yeah.
So Machine Gun Kelly ready to once again take the safety off the trigger. Keep your eye on him. The Texas-based young gun, man. Back in the day, this kid was, as I said to Rob Belden that was up there, I said, Gangsta, you remember Machine Gun? He goes, I don't think it's the same guy. I go, yeah, I do. That was a young guy, too, at Hub City doing some laps.
Tell you what, absolutely great. This should be a good matchup. Jeff really coming on as the rounds have went on, getting better, getting faster. Mike Machine Gun, this could be phenomenal. Let's see if he's got it dialed back in where it needs to be. Here you go, folks.
It's over for Galetta. And look at Machine Gun. Line attack 10 again, 63. A 4 in the front of it, 153 miles per hour. And man, Galetta, reaction time went over there. He seen the Kelly car at 027 get away from him. They got about 60 foot. He seen the Kelly car, and he's like, that's all she rode.
The car went out, like you said, Jeff's car went out. It went up in the air. He already knew that Kelly had checked out. And Kelly was on a pretty decent wheel stand out there too, brother. That was off. He went a 61, if I remember right, on his last shot. 63. He was taking a little bit of a shot at it too. I think he found it.
So Jordan and Mike Kelly advancing. Who will follow suit? Just look at the taillights. Look at everything. The cruising light working on that thing.
What a hit right here. I tell you what, Clint Downs found the 50s. First time ever in the history with him in that car. This team is actually excited. Then they come right back up. Remember, they knocked the tires off of it, won a pedal fest. Come back this time, the car's starting to wheelie with him a little bit. He didn't have those problems earlier. Eric Moore, been to the semifinals here before, brother. Been to the semis, that's all I'm saying. We're in 8 right now.
There you go. We got Oklahoma, Texas.
Sanger, Texas right here. Right in Oklahoma. Really, this is going to be a good dragger.
RTRA, that's all I can say, man. Hang on. Radial Tire Racing Association, and these guys showing their stuff here tonight. And I love the Chevy Nova. I'm not shy to say it. I have a couple myself, but this one is cool. All black, laid down on the ground. Looks like an old street car.
Yep.
Pulling it in.
The car has been on the file, had a little problem with the wheelie that goes out there. Clint's got his own problems, has no idea. Eric Moore's checking out the quarter panel.
Man, and there is the win, Downs, and Moore won't go to the semis this year.
Wow.
As it will be all Downs right there, and he had that thing covered. That car looked so nice when it left.
Oh, yeah.
You look at the numbers down there. You know, you talked about the 60-foot. They have got some numbers really working well. A 116, he gets down 312, 153 in a mile per hour at 472.
Absolutely.
Watch for Downs in next round.
Like I said, Clint goes out, wheelies it, pedals it. He's got his own problems, has no idea. Eric's literally sideways looking at the back corner. Remember, the left front fender was in primer for a little bit last year. I thought, wow, we're going to see a quarter panel. Hey, hats off to Eric. That car was on a wicked move. Never touched the wall, brother.
They went down there,
those guys
got on the binders hard, slid that thing around. So you've got Downs, Kelly, and Johnson going into the semifinals, and one more pair back here to see who will match up to make that 4 cars.
And the Bruder brothers are hanging around the corner. Who did they draw? Do you know? Wow. Brock's been a Dragon Slayer today. I tell you what, remember the guys come up out of the box? They said, hey, man, last night when it rained, we lost our tire gauge. Just not having the best day in the world. They're doing pretty good.
They got the gauge back.
They got the gauge back, guys. I'm telling you. Those guys, Bruder brothers, they never look past anybody. They have the utmost respect for every racer out here.
Oh, you're right.
Tell me Brock right now would not like to knock on that door keep chiseling on that leather belt and take the next level.
Absolutely. That's what it's all about. But when you look down your lane, you look at your light, and you trust that 40, you hope it's in there again.
Yep, exactly. And knowing that, and if I remember right, I think Brock's 61, 62 car, been riding around in there. You know, man, what do you do? We're getting a little bit later in the night. You know, the track's still rocking and it's hooking, but, you know, that's one of those deals. Do you play the conservative? You know, you play the conservative that you guys have got covered by, 15? I don't know, brother. We're about to find out. I know the Bruder brothers are going to give it all when they come up. So is Brock. This ought to be a great drag race, guys. With that said, Second Chance X. Second Chance X. I need you to start making your ways to the lanes. We postponed Pro Drag Radial or semifinal action. We're going to catch you in the next session. Once again, Second Chance X. Second Chance X. I need you. I know it's kind of a quick turnaround, guys, but we're doing just a little bit of moving and shaking. We're going to keep the show rolling. Once again, Second Chance X. I need you to go ahead and start making your way back to the lanes. Second Chance X. Start making your way back to the lanes, please. Pro Drag Radial, you are setting out this session. Second Chance X. I do need you to the lanes, please. Jason's done well in the tower side. Man, you got to go with your gut. And we talked about it, how the teams have had controversy. They've come back. They fought it. On paper, the Bruder brothers have made 1 million passes. They know their stuff. Man, Brock, there's been other guys that not counted him all in that's sitting in the trailer in the second chance race right now, brother. This should be a good race.
Oh, this could be a great race. And like you said earlier today, Brock didn't have the day going his way. Now he's here and he's got one of the biggest rounds to get him into this deal to go to the semis. And a trip to meet up with Downs, I believe.
Dude, that's what's incredible. We're at 8 right now. It's just getting tougher.
Oh, yeah. Well, look at this. You got Kelly and Johnson, man, and that is going to be a battle.
Oh, yeah.
Kelly, you know they're going to tune stuff up. And the kid...
But with that said, Machine Gun Kelly's been in the right lane with Jared also. Jared's got lanes.
Pushing him around. That's what it's right. He'll push him around a little bit. And the lane choice would go to the record setter.
Yeah. I'm just double checking, guys. I know how, what we say up here is the gospel and it's printed in the blood, but sometimes we are wrong. I just wanted to
Oh, absolutely.
But yeah, like we said, and that was close, because if I remember right, Jared went to 58. Didn't Kelly go 63 or something? So, once again, it's going to be awesome. Here, right now, we're still taking care of business, though.
A 60 to a 72 reaction time. Would have went over to Brock. He did his job on the tree. 0604. Found himself beating the 071. A 1.11 to a 116.
Not afraid.
The nitrous car just getting out there doing its deal. 301 to the split. 318. He had him by, man, I'm telling you, he had car lengths on him down there. 153.
301 at the stripe, guys. And up here, it looked like Brock was drifting over to the right. I don't know if that had anything to do with Bruder. Maybe he backed out a little bit. But wow, we were
look at the mile per hour. Bruder didn't back out.
Talking about it, man. Anything can happen. That's why we race. It's neat on paper. We can call who we want to call. Maybe the win light puts you to the next round.
Which brings it
it's going to be
back
awesome.
to
Here right now,
just a
we're still
strike and
taking
a
care of
W.
business. So
You can take it. Right there, let's look at the incrementals on that one. A 60 to a 72 reaction time.
So Bobby Craig, sorry guys, I thought we had 3. We have already ran the final in our second chance pro drag. Yeah, and hand-made up hats off. Remember Bobby, the smiling Bobby, was up here stoked, went to 433, got knocked out first session, come back for this second chance. Bobby Crook. Well, second chance.
Good for him.
A reason to be excited.
Good for Bobby Crook, man.
Awesome. And a great group of people, dude.
Oh, he was so happy. I think he was just happy to be here.
Second chance X card. And whatever we're doing on the track, please have some type of a light. It's nice when you get down there and we see him, but here's that quality setting over there.
Sabato designs the turbo
down there, that 465, and Jeff really coming on as the rounds have went on, getting better, getting faster.
So big thanks to all the sponsors that make the RTRA series what it's going to be. Believe me, it's been a great Nubs will take you through it. One of the easiest websites to learn to see the spot and see the fastest runs, the best races. And the man that puts them on film and travels around the country, Nubs himself. So thank you for bringing DragRadialMedia.com, which will be one of the presenting sponsors of the Outlaw Streetcar Reunion coming up in Memphis with Tyler and Mark Samples, and like him on Facebook. There you go. Like him on Facebook. Go on down to DragRadialMedia.com. Like him on Facebook, and you'll be probably the first ones to ever to get to know.
So once again, it's going to be awesome. Here right now.
They have the rear end of the month on there. A 60 to 72. Auction time. Propane, the fine people at Max Cackle Photos, thank you. And North Texas Diesel, Max Cackle did a great job on the lift. He's out of it now. And Wayne's Industrial, Stroud Safety, and the ProCare Collision people, Mesquite Aircraft Sales and Service, RC Foundation, Lone Star, Forklift, Metroplex, Roof and Fence for all your needs there, and Evolution Customs Auto. Thanks to all those sponsors for this great day.
That is a mouthful, brother, and it's awesome to have that many local people on board for this great facility that Gene and his family's got going on. Once again, Second Chance X, Second Chance X. I need you guys to the lanes. Second Chance X. I hope this is you guys right All right, this Second Chance X. Second Chance X. Not really sure what's going on with you guys, but Second Chance X.
I'm not giving Cat.
Second Chance X, guys. I'm telling you, I've called you. I know it was a quick turnaround. I've got one already here taking the tree. Second Chance X. There should have been 5 of you to the lanes right now.
So Second Chance X, 5 guys out there. Get to the lanes. Get your equipment on. There's 4 guys. Got one rolling in. 3 more cars. Second Chance X. Come on, bring them up. Got to work with us here.
Well, I tell you what, brother, we've got some awesome X275 second chance action coming at you right now with some serious hot rods. You're peeking out the window doing the yawn. They're not, dude. They're stoked and fired up and glad they are still part of it. Making history here. Once again, second chance X. I need you. Limited 275. You're on standby. Limited 275. You are on standby. When we come back, I'll be bringing you guys back up also.
Yeah, don't look out the window and do that, Dinger, please.
Second chance X. Nobody else showed up, guys. Wow. All right. Semi-finals. 4 cars. Yeah, we got 2 around the corner.
Yeah, look at this.
Limited 275. Limited 275 to the lanes. Limited 275 to the lanes. Semi-final action. Second chance X.
Tipping toes got to back him up down there, right? No boost?
Yep.
That guy can walk on the stickiest track and never get stuck. We learned a lot of things here this weekend.
Very good start. He's walking again.
So Derek Lewis down there has got his Morgan and Son Racing engine, brand new car, just working everything out of it. Chase Driscoll on the other hand, I am telling you, probably his career best.
Yeah.
He's been on and for all the work he's done, working
Get out. He has been on a tear, brother.
Watch this. They have a change car. Walking around like Pinocchio and he didn't tell a lie. Yep. 146 miles per hour. They are happy about all that.
There he goes, and Chase had his first teacup of the night. Unfortunately.
How about it? That was awesome. Are you happy?
Love it.
Is that what it's about? You've been working you've been at the shop yesterday till late.
Midnight last night.
Keeping all your customers happy.
All of them, yep.
That's what it's about. Thank you.
Awesome.
That's cool.
Here too, man.
She's a nice And I'm out there yelling. He was probably over there the whole time. Sorry, Tammy Large. I didn't mean it. So Tammy Large, they were out there, Conley, Texas. They're sitting over to the right side now.
Yeah.
And Stubbs, he's out of Beach City, Texas.
Yep.
I'm going to look over here at my burrito vendor right now. The best burritos in the world. Look at this guy. Where did he call him? He was something earlier. I don't know if you heard it. But anyway, what are you picking? Who are you with?
Stubbs.
He said, look at that. Stubbs in the left lane, not going far.
Stubbs is going with Large. Sam?
Going right.
Here's the money right here. Big money, big money. All right, Nuts is calling out Daniel Large. He's going with the Ford. Sam England up here in the tower. He's going with Stubbs. I tell you what, me and Richie, we're just along for the ride. Limited 275 to the lanes.
was like you were on the...
Dude.
It was almost like the cable went out on a Sunday night and you were home alone.
Look me in the eyes and give me the ketchup. Once again, Rob couldn't hear us downstairs. I'm already calling him Pro Drag Radial. Pro Drag Radial, I need you to... Oh, here you go, brother. Limited 275. Gary Robbins over in the tower side. He's not been in the tower all weekend. And Brent Gibbs put the flip on him. He's over in the spectator top.
I don't care.
5 semis, bro.
Put everything shiny in your pocket right now. The Barracuda's up.
Oh.
They tell you that, hey, go on the little island trip, and they say, hey, quit wearing your necklace. Barracudas love to chase the shiny stuff around. Well, right now, they got a shiny tail on the back end of Gibbs' machine.
Yep.
So he's going to be chasing him around, but I love how this car works. This goes back to...
Hot rods in the semifinal. Matter of fact, if it looks like it's an all-Oklahoma semifinal, isn't it? Quasi's the only one left. Wow, the Oklahoma boys representing, coming down to Texas and taking a little bit of their action. Said, bring it, here we go. Gary Robbins, Towers.
Oh, my gosh.
Gary's been in the 93s. Can Brent get around him from Duncan, Oklahoma? And I think the Quas is sitting around here on the corner.
I've ever seen in my life. Right there. That thing was hanging out the hides, drying out the laundry, and he was staying with it the whole time, Dinger. Never gave up.
You were on him. Brent also was hanging him out. Side-by-side action. Both cars. Beautiful race. 0-44 at the strike, brother. How
These guys have come out with a vengeance. They put their best power forward here, whether it be turbo or nitrous, whatever. They are running some numbers.
Wow. So no matter what, Quaz, right here, your number one qualifier, will be running Brent Gibbs going into the finals. Now, with that pass right there, that 5 flat with a 4. Well, you know Quaz is going to go out there and try to get that lane choice. There we go, guys. Once again, Pro Drag Radial to the lanes. Pro Drag Radial to the lanes. That 504, guess who just lost lane choice?
Look at that. And how he did that is incredible, right?
Just lost lane choice. Coming down to Texas and taking a little bit of their action. Said, bring it, here we go. Gary Robbins, Towers.
Oh, my gosh.
Gary's been in the 93s. Can Brent get around him from Duncan, Oklahoma? And I think the Quaz is sitting around here on the corner.
Wow. I'm going to tell you what best... action just later on in the night. Kyle Liddell has really showed the people how to do the thing upright, and Billy and the guys that have been working on it, hats off to them guys. They figured out something, a little something, right, in that car.
What's going on with Thornton, man? That was a long hangout there in reverse. But I tell you what, coming back great. Matt White stuff there, brother. Small block, that's awesome. How about Kyle for grabbing that 20 earlier, and Thornton had been running in the right lane. He's over in the left lane right now. Let's see if that has a little bit of an issue. Wasn't used to it on the last pass. Kyle Liddell with the 21 to the 27. Brothers, this ought to be a great side-by-side drag race. I hope we don't see it finished on the start line. I will first get off and complete passes. Let's do it, brother. Man, it's going to be awesome. Well, somebody's got the video on both sides. They're going to get in. Ladies and gentlemen, Pro Drag Radio Finals, semifinals right here. Coming up. Here we go.
Kyle had the thing doing the dance, and what went wrong right there? Man, Rick, you good with the stock market.
Telling you, baby. I've got Mountain Dew and it's cracked open. I wasn't lying. I'm coming at you like a spider monkey. All right, once again, Mario Gonzalez, tower side, that beautiful looking red Camaro. I like everything about this car. Smooth, clean, not the fastest kid on the block, but very consistent, and the kid's been taking the tree. But, man, USA Tires up next year.
Speed racer would have a Woody who had a Chevrolet Corvette like that. Trixie and Jim. Man, the drag radial's not putting a lot of that smoke out there, but man, he gets out there, and now it's time to breathe a little bit. Now, you know Gonzalez is going to go right down this track. Unless, if I'm Gonzalez, I didn't touch it. I'm just coming right back up.
I don't either. I go for the tree. That would be my limit.
Against your buddy.
He was there for the picking. Gonzalez, 0085 on the tree to Jason's 799 with the one. If they could have found that 430,
He
brother.
touched the car because when he got it, it didn't leave, but the tire, it struck the tire.
Hey,
They made a change.
But that was there for the picking.
I don't think that 30 would have beat that 4-0 anyway with the numbers. You do the math down there.
How about a one?
It's going to be Mahalik. So Kyle Hutel and all the fine guys down there from Mahalik, they came as a team. They're going to race as a team here in the finals tonight at Pro Drag Radial, right here at North Star in the RTRA, Radial Tire Racing Association, and they got to be pumped up. What a run. It only tells me one thing. They've got the speed to do it here. They can still come up here and find that 390 run and make the state of Texas just go crazy here tonight. So Ryan Martin, shook it up like a martini. That's why I gave him that name. I mean, that thing was wild. Got it all shooken up. So they'll get a shakedown run here, and Second Chance X to the lanes, and limited 275 to the lanes. Limited 275 to the lanes. Second Chance X to the lanes, please, for the final.
Once again, we're down to our finals in Second Chance X, our finals in we've had a pair of time runs there that snuck in between our semifinals. Not sure how that happened. But semifinals X, I know you're loaded and loaded around the corner, guys, and I need you in the water box. Please, no more no time runs. We've got cars in the lanes. Bring them. X275 semifinal action, guys, coming at you. And, man, this ought to be a good session right here, brother.
Here we go, Dinger. Dinger, turn that off. That ball camera on his chest. Here we go. Man, oh man, the semis.
Goat on goat action. How about Jared M&M action? Mark Nicky, Paywan, Jason Carter, all back here pulling for the boy from Missouri. He has, without a doubt, been the man to beat. I don't want to jinx him.
No, you're not. But
have they not been salty? But if there's a chink in the armor, that 58 showed it. That car had been money, and that 58 hopped up
up just because the mile per hour was there. You had to see that.
I know.
They just took something out of here so they didn't hit a tire. They put it back in.
Kelly, though. How about you? We've been talking.
Mike Kelly.
Wow, all day.
Shannon knows his history, right?
That has earned.
Used to be a grudge racer, right? Driver Kelly, long time ago. Kick and wheel the deal.
Wow, he got the front row seat to the world record holder, baby.
Dinger, you're right. And about the world record, let me tell you, there is no one else I don't think that can threaten him tonight with that. He's going to go into the finals knowing he's the baddest man in X275. The only one that's kicking herself is the Brooders.
And I knew the rest of that story.
Yeah.
That was way off.
That was weird. That was a weird deal. They went 160, but they had the ET way out of the deal. So something obviously went wrong with the car. They slipped and we didn't see it. Or something went on. But
guys right now that don't really care about that run, they care about each other. They want to meet him in the finals. There you go, Jason. Power side. Put it down.
Downs, I love the car. Man, it's going to be cool.
Brock is tough, brother. We watched him take down Bruder, brother. He's not been afraid of anybody. He's bring it, nothing personal. I'm going to put that high five right on the trailer. Little Red Mustang love.
Here we go, Brock and company. When I watch Downs, if you're a Chevy lover, you're going to love that Chevy. I love the way the lights look and the marker lights on the fenders. You got it painted back up. Down there, Brock's got a primary fender. He went to the body shop. Got it all powered up. And right there, you go to that car. This is actually a long time. I mean, you know, you don't have the big car that you have down in Georgia, but you know who's doing that? You got guys that were ripping Bentley's.
I'd rather take the 29 cars he had than the 80. That's bluff anyway. You had the premium crop. You were more personal best probably than been running any track. It's your period.
Here's what I was trying to get to. We have such great cars running great numbers here. It's just phenomenal. RTRA. Right now, it's with Brock and Downs. Chevy lovers will be on one side of the racetrack. If you're a Ford lover, you'll be hanging out with them. Well deserved to go to the final.
61. Car's been consistent. Put the shoe polish.
Put another 40 on the board.
You know, that's one of those deals we're talking about. If you put the 40 tune-up and it strike the tires, you still have the 40 tune-up in it. You still have the tune-up to chase it down. If you down the car,
Oh, you're equalizing.
and the tires, you're not going to have the power to chase him back down, brother. Wow. Jared's been the man. We've talked about it. We don't ever want to jinx anybody. Guys, we give each other power. Right now, he has been the man to beat. He left Georgia's man to beat. He's letting everybody on notice right now. He got no national record. He got a nice check from Douglas down there. But I'm telling you, he's here right now making a statement. Happy for those guys, man. They've got a great hot rod.
And KBX, you gotta bring that up. KBX and the guys down there is Calibus and Bennett Racing.
Yeah, but I tell you what, Brock, once again, the guys are not going to lay down. X275 goes to the They drove a long ways here, and trust me, that 40, they're not intimidated by, guys. X275 final will be awesome. Hang with us. We're going to let the cars cool down, and we're going to shake this out in just a little bit with Pro Drag Radio and X275 finals in a little bit. In the meantime, I need my limited 275. Limited 275 to the lanes and my second chance X. Second chance.
being a Chevy guy, I love every type of car, don't get me wrong, but Fowler seems like he's got the deal. Let's see if he can keep the car on the ground. Now he'll go up there and get airborne, look like a space shuttle here or something.
Nelson's pulling for the Mustang, though. We'll see what happens.
Oh, it's really over there. He's drying out the flowers and smoke.
Ever after.
Minnie, is that her? McKinney. Where's McKinney?
The Camaro recovers quicker, goes a 507, but a double wheelie on both sides.
What a picture! Man, Nubs, you better have got that picture. Look at him. He's going down deep.
Yep.
He is. He's keeping the half a finger warm.
Wow. Guys, a pair of guys that have hooked up multiple times. Over the red line. This could be phenomenal. Let's see if he's got it dialed back in where he needs to be. Here you go.
For Galetta and Lynn Machine. Atlantic 10 again, 63. A 4 in the front of it, 153 miles per hour. And man, Galetta reaction.
And that last session, he went to 504. Brent went to 5 flat. Both cars have been running faster. Could we see side-by-side wheel stands again, brother?
There's one thing you can point out. It's an all-Oklahoma final right here.
Get you some of that. Representing. Wow. I'd already brought that up, by the way.
So you get that shot down there. Brent gives.
I tell you what, it's awesome. How about this? Travis Thomason sent here the quads. Used to be an X275, MX275 guy. Come down here to the limited and said, guys, get you some of this. Brent Gibbs. I tell you what, went through a phenomenal field of Texas guys in this limited 275. We got down to semis, mind you, with Oklahoma cars. Boy, go out and drag some ass.
There you go. You heard it right there. The man that's from Missouri in between. 492 with a 5 to win it right there, limited 275. Nice deal right there for Thompson. And I'm going to tell you, that was some good numbers. He's got it going on there. The reaction time, 071101. He was a little late on the tree. And he followed Gibbs out on the tree, 020. 120, excuse me, 120 for the 60-foot. A little bit better going over 2 Gibbs on that deal, too, in the 330.
Ozzy, knowing he had competition carrying those wheels out, he didn't pedal it, brother.
Oh, he drove it.
Oh, hell yeah.
He's a good job.
With that said, all winners, winner, I need my winners and my runner-ups. You must come up, guys. We need to get your pictures. All winners and runners-up. I know you guys are down there getting stuff ready, and we are finishing up the event. Please bring the cars back up to the tower. We need to get pictures with the cars. Winners and runners-up, all classes. We need pictures. Please bring the vehicles and the teams back up towards the tower. All right, Eric Stubbs, Derek Lewis, Eric Stubbs, Beach City, Texas. This is our final for the Second Chance X. All Texas final for the Second Chance. Ain't no Texas boys in the finals of X.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Oh, wow. Hey, they're second. Second and second, baby. Once again, Beach City, I'm rubbing on them, guys. We talked about Second Chance X.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's like you're out in the middle of nowhere and there's only one gas station. You pull over and you go and the guy says, yeah, here's the key. You go over there, you open up the shitter. No. Everything out of Grand, Texas, and it's going to be it's Granbury. Who's from Granbury that I know? Come on.
All right, here we go. Texas X675. 63 miles an hour. Derek never even saw it coming. Congratulations to Eric Stubbs and guys and winning that Second Chance X. Once again, I need winners and runners up. Back to the tower with the cars. He can still fit. That's what's awesome. All right, I need my winners and runner-up. Winner and runner-up in X. I need you back up towards the tower, guys. We do have pictures, money, trophies, and dancing girls. Once again, winners and runners-up. Sam, you're going to have to dance. Once again.
Get it, Frankie. Get it. It's 100. Hurry, Frankie.
Chase it.
Oh, you can get. Look how nice Frankie is. He let someone else have the $100.
It's okay.
That is a nice guy there.
Making it rain down here.
There it is, Frankie. And it's all Texas final coming up here in Pro Drag Radio.
Yep.
The weekend started out like this. Rain all day Friday. And they came out here, they tortured themselves to get this place dry.
Yep.
And then they said, let's try it. They kept after it. They went up to one round. They got limited 275 out and got one car for next, and that was it. Mother Nature said, you think so?
Yeah.
Then they woke up, came out and did some drying, did some other stuff, got it going around 10 o'clock, and look where we are right now. The biggest final in the first inaugural PTRA drag racing history right here in Pro. On the RTR, yeah, well, you got me the P. See that? I apologize. Thank you. The RTR, and I apologize. I know he's sitting at home going, man, he thinks he still works for me.
My God. All right, here we go. Taking up first.
Left lane.
It is
Left lane, man. Left lane. He hasn't been there. Right lane's been the treasure lane for him. So they, you know, I know what it went on. He said, hey, no, you take the right lane, you got the car. I haven't run a number. I want to see that car go at 398. That's what... Man, oh man. I've never seen a set of cornrows separate on the head like that before in my life.
yeah, baby.
Man, oh man, did you see that as they back up? Look at, he goes right to reverse. Someone wants to go to Applebee's in a bad way. As they'll back up, chasing the hole like the frost is building on the head of that supercharged screw-blown Chevrolet Corvette in the right lane.
Watch out, guys.
At the place that makes you a star. How about it in North Star? How about it, Texas? Let me hear ya!
Yeah, how about that? We're going to read it out and we're going to click it out. I called Jason. You guys are up here in my ear going, Kyle.
Can you believe that? He's had that bald cat on his chest all day.
273, that 191, Jason, just like Jared. Hey, that's the only reason I'm saying that. Jason come out like Jared, set the bar early. They never look back, brother. How long? I'm going back with you at old school on this. How long has it been since we've seen number ones come out and dominate? Not one round, not 2 rounds, but go 4, 5 rounds and dominate like we've seen today with our number 1 guys, Pro Drag Radio and X275.
And you have to double up on the work.
Well, there you have it. I'm going to run through all the finals and the sponsor videos, and we're going to call it a night. This has been a great first inaugural RTRA race. I'm so tired, I don't know what it is. But anyway, this has been a great race here from Denton, Texas. And we have enjoyed it, and we're, I guess there's some talk about us possibly doing the Turbo Bullet RTRA race. I'm not sure if that's all final. I hope it is. I know Mark's excited about it. So anyway, we'll run through the finals again, run through the sponsor video and coming attractions. So say your good nights to everybody, and we'll see you at the PDRA at the Texas Motorplex. Okay? We'll see you then. Oh wait, it's going to take me a second because I haven't got this set up. Hold on. Okay, we'll do the sponsors first.
Derek never even saw it coming. A phenomenal field of Texas guys in this limited 275. We got down to semis, mind you, with Oklahoma's cars. Boy, go out and drag some ass.
There you go. You heard it right there. Man, it's from Missouri in between the 492 with a 5 to win it right there, limited 275. Nice deal right there for Thompson. At the place that makes you a star.